Yeah. So Tip and Leah, we are live.
Exactly.
So let me ask the first question again.
Okay.
If your pussy pink, what color your booty hole?
My damn Lord. My.
You said turquoise.
It
You
was
need to go
say
to
it
the doctor,
again.
baby.
Bitch, how your
Say
booty
it
hole?
again.
You say your shit turquoise. You need to go to the doctor real quick.
I
Who
don't
said
think
they
it's
had
supposed to
to
be that
take
color.
one?
I thought that what you said, Tip.
Nah, baby, I didn't say that. I said ask the question again.
Who I'm asking it for?
He said he said if your pussy pink, what color is your booty hole?
Okay, y'all use y'all got a
Pink.
second. If y'all got a second
Pink.
device, if y'all got a second device, go on my page and find the podcast and share it to y'all face from y'all page really
Put it
quick.
live to our page.
Yeah, share it to your page. Share it to however many people you want to share it to.
Okay.
I need to share it to.
But
I need to share it to the group. I need to share it to our type of people.
and he wanna get the call. Do you not know?
What you say, Tip?
Nah, I was talking about Chris calling his phone.
I thought I sent her the link. I already sent you the link, baby. Did I send her the link? Hold up. I sent it privately. Sent it to your inbox. My bad, y'all.
Are we still asking the question?
Yeah.
Mine pink. Mine pink.
Yeah,
Yours pink.
Hello.
good old pink. Hold up, Candace finna jump out.
Nine o'clock. Time to buy. So I'm outside.
I.
Yeah.
Why would you think yours is pink?
Had it.
Wait, pause.
I don't know what she doing.
It's time out for that bullshit.
I said, why would she think her is pink? She
Ah.
said, had it.
Get off that phone, baby. Get off that phone and tell them motherfuckers you'll call them back because this is a live session. You can get up off that phone.
What are you gonna do?
Goodbye.
See you
You,
later. Phone
I'm
conversation.
gonna call you right back.
Cause she
Cause
just
you're not
asked
going
that
for shit,
old
but I'm gonna call you
question.
right
That disrespected us.
back. Okay. All right, now I'm back. All right, it's
You
pink.
realize what you just said?
She said her pussy pink, her booty hole pink.
Yes.
You said it was pink, and I said, how you know? You said, cause had it.
No, had it. I was telling Chris had to have the other phone. My lord. My lord. So mine would be the same color time as the other organ. Yes.
Why y'all telling me? Tell
You
yourself.
think
You the one.
so?
You the one looked
I
at your
think
booty.
so. Cause I can look at my ass and hold.
Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What to do, Candace?
What it do, Candice?
Hi, Candy.
What the fuck it do, baby? What's up, baby? We finna wake it the fuck up today, baby, because this bitch got me fucked up. You hear me?
What bitch?
What bitch?
What bitch, Candice?
Yeah, that bitch got her fucked up. I don't know who she's talking about. Who you talking about,
What
Candace?
maggot ass bitch got you fucked up,
The,
Candice?
the nigga from the other night.
I know.
What he
The
do?
nigga from the
He
other
turned
night.
your, did he
What?
turn your booty hole brown?
Baby. Nah, if I would have stayed with him, he would have turned to green. No shade.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Yeah, don't talk about that man. He finna be right back in a couple minutes.
I promise to God, the bitch is not coming right back, baby. I already got company coming over tonight.
Oh, so you finna go to Pound Town.
No, I'm an Aquarius, baby. You can't keep doing me any type of way, baby. I'll be on that get back.
On that get back, fuck
On
you
that
talking about
get back.
Candice. On that
That
get
get
back.
back.
That get back.
I'm a whole motherfucking Aquarius. I'm a whole Aquarius. We got good hearts, but we ain't no motherfucking food. You hear?
We can't see your whole
Exactly.
face either, young lady.
I
Hold
think
up,
my
let me
wife
log in.
said
Let me
it
log
good.
in.
You
Cause
already
my
logged
thing.
in.
Hold
I
on,
think
hold up.
the
And
service.
I'm finna log out and log back in.
I know Boss Lady ain't finna be quiet this whole podcast.
I've been talking. What you mean?
Yeah, you talking
Y'all
when
can hear
somebody
me?
else talks to you.
We can hear you, boss lady.
That's right. I am
Hey,
her
bet.
boss.
Me
Period.
go on sip this bitch some more.
What y'all sipping on today? This is a conjunction that I
I'll be
made.
drinking Jack Daniels. Uh-huh.
Come on, Jack.
I'm drinking this
What she got? Sugar Mama Coke. They said she
no,
was.
actually I'm drinking a Cayman margarita.
Girl,
So,
that's water. Color
It's
so,
water.
not.
how do y'all feel about a woman tricking off on a man, taking care of a man? One at a
She a
time, please.
damn fool. I think she's a damn fool. Cause if he
Everybody
ain't
don't
gonna
think
do the
like
same
that.
thing for you, I don't. I well, it's 4 boxes. Everybody got their own opinion.
Okay. Boss lady, how you do feel
Me
about a woman
personally,
taking?
I wouldn't because my thing is in this world nowadays, that's all these men are doing. They want women to take care of them. That's why a lot of them not working. They just sitting on their ass while the woman
And
don't work.
coming from my apartment to apartment, trying to lay up.
Exactly. I
Oh
So
mean,
yeah.
I don't think I
what
don't
they
think
bringing to
wisely
the
about
table?
that at all.
You bringing nothing to the table if you ask me. So then what?
So what happens when y'all ain't bringing shit to the motherfucking table? We
Then
supposed to take
that
care of
nigga
y'all?
needs to feel the same motherfucking way we feel about taking care of bomb ass bitch.
No,
The same way we
sometimes.
feel like taking care of bomb ass nigga. A nigga should feel the same way with a bomb ass bitch. Fuck her.
Now, let me speak on that, baby, because y'all see y'all was raised by the ghettos. So let me tell you. Okay, so in the new age, one thing for sure, you see how the music's changing, lifestyles changing, the rents changing, everything. That means society and life itself change. Either you get with the program or
Well,
you
I don't think
learn.
I want to get with that
Hold on.
program.
Let me finish. Get with the program or you learn how to. Or you get left behind like the oldies. So what's
I,
going on?
But let me
So
ask
what's
well,
you
my
going?
my
What?
idea because I
understanding,
ain't gonna take care of nobody
So
but
let
my
me tell you
children.
something. A woman was taken care of because she wasn't looked at as a person that knew that could be educated or could be whatever. The man kept his wife from reading. She kept her from working, things of that nature. When women became independent, they became equal as y'all wanted to be. So equally, if a man could have taken care of a woman, why can't y'all take care of us?
because equally it says that in the Bible. By the law, the way I look at it, I never was raised in that time and frame where it was for a man to be telling a woman what it is she can and can't do. When I grew up now, if you gonna go and say everything changing in life and all that, well, hell, by the time I realized the woman and a man, my mama wasn't taking care of no nigga.
Your
That part.
mama wasn't taking care of nigga, but you have to understand that's the problem. I feel like with a lot of adults, we think that it's a time in life where we supposed to stop learning. You still being raised. You're being raised by the environment that you keep, the
What you
foundation
mean
that you
about
build.
stop learning?
Stop
What you mean?
learning as if okay, back 10 years ago, this is how we did things, but now this is how the fuck this shit happens, and this how it works.
But listen to
Every
what you
man,
said. You said things have changed, so
things
Things
therefore,
have
have
changed.
changed
So if
because
things have changed,
things
if
have
things have
changed
changed,
because
there's
there
no
was
way nobody can be still listening or doing the same thing that grandma and great grandma and them were doing.
I mean, I can't say everything gonna just disappear in one while. But on the flip side, y'all, we still being taught the shit, some of the shit that happened back in the day. How the fuck is
Because
I
we
gonna be a
don't know
part of that?
everything. Because we don't know everything.
You lost me for a minute there, cuz
Well, let me
what
gain
you
you back,
saying
baby.
is bring me back, cause what I'm saying is I get what you saying is how everything changed and how everybody need to get on point with how life is going now. Not necessarily. People that's from the 80s, 70s, and all that, we most likely throughout our whole term in life would never get on point with what's going on today.
Okay, so
That's not our era to get
okay,
involved
so
on.
it's understandable,
Right.
but
That's some real shit
I
though.
need y'all. We're gonna go to the comment section in a minute and read some comments, but I do want y'all to understand that you were born in one era, you still living in this era. This is your
So
era. It's
how
still
did things
alive
change if we all still living in the same era time? How is
because
you
it
gonna
has.
that's double jeopardy.
It's
You
not
just
double
said
jeopardy.
when we were
I know.
coming
Okay,
that
so
we
if
thinking
that was
about old stuff.
if that was the
I
case,
miss I miss
no.
you. I
But
miss you,
listen,
Tip.
listen, listen, listen. I hear what you're saying, sweetheart, but at the same time, you can't take some of the things that this generation provide. I mean, this era provides, and then leave other things in the blind. Like right now, I bet each one of y'all are looking at y'all phones. the shit that we didn't have. We had them flip phones that we couldn't do half the shit that we're doing. Y'all took that. Y'all taking the music, the ways to pop your ass, the ways to do all type of things. You taking the beer,
Baby,
the
I
liquor,
learned that
how
I
to
came
turn
out the
up.
womb know how to pop
Let
my
me
ass.
finish. Let me finish though. Y'all taking all these things from the new era, but y'all can't say that y'all can't take any training on life.
No, no,
Not
no.
So
Nobody
that's
said
not what
that.
we were saying.
Nobody said that. Everybody that was born in my era, your era, and the next bitch era, all of us have
the
choices
next bitch.
that we can make. Now we can choose to get involved with some of the shit these knuckleheads out here doing, or we can choose to listen to some of their music. But just because
So,
we made that choice, do not mean that we just because we listen to it, we have to agree to disagree to the shit
oh
that's
Lord,
going
hold
on.
up. 1 second, y'all. Before anybody say anything, let's go to the comments. So we have one comment from Raven Nelson that said a man's is supposed to be, I guess it's the server provider and the leader. The woman's is supposed to help and also step in if
That shit
hold
ain't
on,
even
let me
rocking in the
finish.
world no more.
And in any
That's
way
the
has
focus.
to step down. Let me say something about the first comment from Raven Nelson. The man is supposed to be the head of the house. Now, when we talk about head of the house, everybody look at leader, this, that, and the other. Okay, the head of the
Right.
house, but the woman is supposed to be the neck. If y'all really realize in the real I mean, in the real back in the day situation, the man used to come home, give the check, and let the woman provide for the household,
Exactly.
Yep, them facts.
create
Yep,
the
them facts.
Exactly.
atmosphere of the household. But on the flip
Right.
side, she taught the children what to do, when to get up, when to clean up, and he stepped in as the head when she were losing her power, or she couldn't tell them what to do, or they want to be disruptive or some shit like that. So the man is the head, but the woman created the atmosphere. So I feel like the atmosphere that's being created nowadays is not doing it for these kids. But I'm just saying,
Because the atmosphere that is being provided for these children now is a young atmosphere. You can't teach somebody something if you never learned it. A baby can't teach a baby how to grow if you
I
had
can't,
a child as a baby.
but
So
I
the
can't.
new
Exactly.
era
Okay,
came
Exactly.
about when these children started becoming, when the head of the house started leaving home and left mama at home to take care of these
Because the
motherfuckers.
kid,
That's when the
yep.
era came in, where
but
the disrespect and all that. So the man can't just come back in and step big foot back in there and think you run something. You been gone, daddy.
no, see, that's the thing. The man, the man also supposed to step back in and run things on the woman's behalf. But in
No,
front,
I'm
no,
talking
listen to
even
me,
on the
listen to me, listen to
children.
me, listen to me, listen to me. But in front of the children and things like that, he or you or the woman, as the woman and as the man, if the woman leave and come back, you don't never let a child, you don't never supposed to let a child know that the man or the woman lost his power in the house. So
Right.
all the extra conversations that y'all could have had away from the children and things like that. Y'all have them face to face, yelling and screaming, no matter who hear what, and then think a child not supposed to take heed to that
So
shit.
in your words, time, you feel like that if the man and woman or whatever the case may be separate, the child should know what's going on.
They
No,
should know what's going
no,
on.
I say the child can know about things eventually, like the separation or something like that. But a child should not ever get to a point where they know anything about a power structure, a power
Okay?
being misused or this.
Okay, so
Okay,
You shouldn't take the
what you
power
time,
say
away.
listen to
about
this.
what you say
Listen
about
to this though,
the
time, because
parents
we
and the
still in
child
two
being
different eras.
Hold up, y'all gotta let each other talk because the viewers are
Go
looking.
ahead.
okay,
Go ahead.
what you say about the parents when they use the child as a pawn, meaning that they have the child and say for instance if the mom get mad at the dad, oh you can't see the child, or
Right.
vice versa, stuff like that.
But let me
Or
answer. Okay, let me answer something. Let me answer that. In my opinion, I feel like there's still a struggle on love and lust over the person, because a lot of times people think that arguing and shit like that or not agreeing with each other mean that fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. That's the environment that y'all create. But if somebody is they don't want you to do this, don't want you to do that, don't want you to do that, a lot of times a hug, a kiss, or a laugh, or talk, or actually understanding or hearing a person, learning how to allow a person to express what they really mean or feel to them. A lot of times a person
That's
was
what.
not.
Can I
A
speak
lot
real
of time,
quick?
hold up. A lot of times people wasn't ready to probably end a relationship. It's a whole lot to the background of a person that made them feel or act the way that they acting. So of course, a lot of people don't. They don't
Well, that
supposed to.
person.
They don't supposed to use a child as a fucking pawn, but that's their only weapon to keep
Right.
things afloat. And
But when
sometimes,
you find a person that's weak hearted or weak minded like that, you gotta go a little bit deeper in them. You ain't mad at me. You probably be still mad at what didn't happen to you along your way.
Yeah.
So a lot of times shit that be going on in relationship nowadays, like how you would say back in the day, the man go out and work, bring the check home, and the mama take care of everything else, keep everything going. Well, if you ain't got no daddy that's gonna come in and bring no goddamn check, then what then? That
they
means
got
that woman got to step in and pretend that she's the head of her own house. So if we sat here and waited on that man, the kids ain't gonna eat. I'm not gonna eat. The bills not gonna be paid. None of that. So society have made people act the way they do. Maybe something somebody else did made it bad for the next person. But I don't really think that they have nothing to do with the generation because even back in the day, the men and the women could be going through something. But just like you said, they kept all their arguments between mama and daddy, and the kids didn't know nothing about it. But half the time, with all them secrets being kept in the house, it was other secrets kept in the house too. And that's why a lot of children should have been more what's the word, vocal as growing up back in the day, because it was a whole lot of, when they had children set as quiet children, it was a lot of things that went on behind the scene and children were
okay.
terrified to
So
speak about it.
let me indulge a little bit about that. I know what you're talking about, like a lot of things like molestation and things like that was going on in the household, and due to secrets being held, they just held those secrets on.
Yeah.
Right.
But how I
I
feel,
just think as the kids grew up, the children that grew up in them times and got grown and actually found their voice, when they found their voice and they start speaking out about it, it kept a tradition going. Now everybody feel like they have a voice, and now everybody want to speak.
so hold up, y'all. Hold up. First off, we got to do two things. We got to read comments to make sure our audience stay engaged, and we got to give other people the floor sometimes to be able to speak their piece. So let me see. Key, I'm gonna call him Key. Key said that lady is scorned and burned and would never understand. Come
Dang.
on, Key.
What's his
Come
name,
on.
Keith?
Come on, Key.
Listen to me, Keith. I might be scoring off of a nigga like you.
Wait.
Come on, Key.
I'm just saying, Keith said I'm scoring. Only way I'm scoring is if you can't accept what I'm saying, cause you might be one of them niggas that made a
No,
bitch
you
talk
can't
just like
say that.
me.
That's one of his niggas. He probably be a young generation that understands a
Or
little
he,
more than
yeah,
you.
you right.
That's what
You
we say.
right. You right. He might be in a whole nother era than me.
Okay, but we living in the air. Okay, so I don't know who Facebook user is. You got to tell me who this
I
is.
can't hear.
But hold up, you can't hear.
Yeah, cause she keep clicking on and off. She's saying her audio not.
Yeah, she got to
Peanut.
get in a better service area, baby. Candace, if you can't, let me see. Can you hear me, Candace?
She gone.
She gone.
Crave a crave. Crave aqua gone.
Okay, she gonna have to. Let me see. Let me
So
fix
are we
this.
still reading comments or what we doing?
Yeah, hold up. So the last comment was God created. It said God created human with, I mean, with 46 chromosomes, 23 of mom and 23 of dad. You can't have one without the other, and both are needed no matter what.
Correct. I feel the same
Correct.
way.
Come on,
Yeah,
Facebook.
I feel
I
the
don't know
same
who
way.
you is. Okay, man, Nut Dog on her. Okay,
Nut
that was
dog,
me. That's
Teresa.
Nut Dog. Because about the
Midnight dog,
chromosomes.
Cuzzo,
Ah, yeah,
Cuzzo.
yeah. That mean that out. All right, so
Yeah,
Candace, we still trying you out, baby, but you're gonna have to go in a area where your phone's working, baby. So let's go to
she gonna
some
have
of
to
the
go to
questions.
McDonald's.
Let's go to some of the questions. All right, the first question we got tonight is: are people normalizing gold digging by teaching that a man shouldn't basically take care of a woman in her entirety? I mean, a man should take care of a woman in her entirety. It's supposed to have been should instead of shouldn't. I don't know who.
Say that again, time.
Are people normalizing gold digging by saying a man should take care of a woman in her entirety?
I think so.
That means is people saying, I mean, is people making gold digging a thing by saying a woman's supposed to get taken care of by a nigga, and that's just what a nigga place is.
In my opinion, I
Yeah,
don't feel like
in my opinion,
a
yes, that's
man
a go
should.
digger.
Hold up, let her
I
talk.
think that's a go digger.
You gotta give her some room to speak. Tip, you can't talk over her. What you say,
I'm sorry.
In
lady?
my opinion, I don't feel like a man should take care of a woman the entire, I feel like that everything should be 50-50. You get what I'm saying? Because
Me too.
to me, as far as like the children wise, we should split everything down the middle, especially
Yes.
in a relationship. So no, I don't think that a man should take care of everything. I think we
So let
should
me
go
ask you a
half.
question because in my eyes, I don't think nothing is ever 50-50. So let me ask
It's
you a few.
not, it's
Let me
not,
ask you a
but
few questions. So when you just say if you help pay half the bills, okay, but then y'all got a kid, who changed more diapers or
If it's
who?
a girl, I would assume. Well, with the child myself, I
Okay,
don't care, boy or girl. If I feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody, but this just can be my only thought, cause I didn't heard people say the same, something different from what I said. But in my mind, as a mom, I feel like the woman is supposed to take care of it
okay, so that's okay, but at the
to
same
a certain
time,
extent.
what I'm saying is I mean, okay. Mama them taught us not to, the girl don't sit on no nigga lap, no man lap, not even her daddy, this, that, and the other.
right,
All of those things made men. That's what started. It's like today, a man, anything a woman get her crazy ass on online and say, a man's supposed to provide by it, especially a heterosexual man or a straight man. They gotta abide by all this shit, and then motherfuckers keep on looking at them crazy when they do differently. These men don't have room to do shit. How do y'all feel about that? Because for me, I'm looking at it on a day-to-day basis. Men have to be on a certain pedestal at all times, and people don't see that. It's like everything,
I,
everything gay, everything fucked up, everything pedophile, everything wrong.
I
It's
don't
like
look at stuff like that. I don't look at stuff. I don't think like that. I don't think just because I choose, and again, that's a choice. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with the father tending to a baby being changed or tending to giving a baby a bath. That's just something that's inside of me that say, as this child's mother, I want to do it. So
okay,
I
so
don't
I do
feel no type of,
okay,
now I do feel a type of way about a child sitting on a man's lap. I do feel
hold up,
that way.
so a man say this: a woman's pants are on when she's dealing with her child. A man's pants is on when he's dealing with his child. So what's the difference between a man's hands and a woman's hands going in there taking a baby a bath? Well, I know the old school way of what we got taught, but I'm just asking in real life, like what the fuck wrong with their daddy? Unless all the time a woman fears the day that something happens because that's in the
I
back of
don't.
our head.
Well, time in this day and age, I really want. I say throwing it in the air. I wouldn't just say I'm gonna feel some type of way with the father doing that. I just prefer him not to. I don't know if
Okay.
that makes sense or not, but that's just my
But
preference.
do y'all understand that if you both of y'all go to the corner store and the car get hit and you don't make it, y'all starting this man life out right there where he don't have no experience in doing anything and taking care of his child.
but
Instead of
see,
looking at it long run, I mean long looking at it in a long stretch, you looking at it basically like, okay, I'm the woman, I do this, I do that. There's so many single fathers out here that gotta do this and they got girls.
right,
But
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 see,
I understand what you're saying. Like I say, it's not like I feel like the father gonna do something or nothing. It just that's just how I feel as a
You were
woman. That's
raised.
just my
That's how you
place.
were raised.
and
But
also
I
let
think
me
I would
say
Let
still
her.
this.
have it
You gotta
too.
let her talk.
And also let me say this. A lot of women feel like this right here, and it has set something in their mind because some of them probably touched by their father. So in their mind, when they have kids, they're saying, "I'm going to protect my child. I'm not going to let the same thing that happened to my child that happened to me." So
But
a lot of females feel like I'm not going to let their father. It's not that they don't trust him, It's just that
We supposed to trust it the person that was there for us. So if you didn't already let me down in life, I can't conjure
Okay,
up that kind of
let
trust
me
no
ask
more.
both of y'all this. Okay, if I come and smack both of y'all, does that mean y'all husband gonna do it too? Well, I'm
No.
asking that question because if your daddy did it, he's not your boyfriend or the baby father or the
but see, you
husband.
gotta also understand your father's supposed to be a female's first love. You get what I'm saying?
Uh
And let me
huh.
tell you what I'm saying is a father supposed to show that child how they need to be treated. So if
Right.
Yeah.
you grew up your daddy beating your mama, then you looking at a man in a whole totally different light. Like, is this what I gotta look forward to when I get old enough to get a boyfriend?
I completely
Yes.
understand that.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you looking
Sometimes,
at stuff
Tom, it
like
don't have nothing to do with you being. Sometimes, like how she's saying it. Sometimes it don't have nothing to do with you really thinking that that man is that type. It's just that you got a blockage that you can't see past. So it really don't matter to me about you being my lawfully wedded husband, my baby father, nothing like that. It's a block right here that I didn't put there. So
Hmm.
I don't know how to climb over this block. That's a lot of women
Okay.
these days.
Okay. Real quick, let's go to the comments real quick. Let me see. We got two comments from Miss Nut Dog. Her first comment was, "I think society and society media. I mean, I'm sorry. I think society and social media have capitalized and glorified a person role when a relationship is not one size fit all. A woman should hold her own no matter what. Other than that, a motherfucker will feel like he made you." That was
right,
from the conversation
Yeah,
previous.
because like that's how a lot of people like this time I go in one of my own personal relationships. I was dating a guy. I had a job. I had a car, but he had the place to stay. So nothing that I did ever counted up to him. I still, even though paying the bills, I still could be put out that house whenever he felt like it. So at some point you get your brain becomes stones in some part. It become
Mm,
a rock. It become a hard place.
you
mm-hmm.
built
So
that wall.
after I get out that relationship, when I get in another relationship, no, I don't want to make my relationship be the same relationship. But that wall that's up, that's blocking you from trying to go back down that same road, it
So,
seems like that it never goes away no more.
so let me say this because I've been trying to like push this out there to the world and push this out there to certain people in my discovery of my own problems and stuff that I went through. People have to understand like words that we were raised to believe like ignorant. Motherfucker call you ignorant, you think, oh, you finna go off or something like that. Ignorant don't mean what we was raised to believe that it mean. It meant you are uneducated in one subject of what we're talking about. Meaning like just say if you trying to tell me something about raising a man, I have been a man. So I feel like a woman knows certain things, but she's ignorant in being a man, if that makes sense.
Yeah, a woman cannot
So,
raise a man.
hold on, we're gonna get to that because that's one of the subject. I mean, questions. So I don't want to go there yet. All right. So Miss Nut Dog also said nothing is wrong with a dad tending to any of his kids. Um, I have had cousins who mom has passed at an early age, and he had no choice but to bathe, comb hair, and dress their child. So that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. But my thing is, don't wait until something happened to you for the man to have to learn all this shit in one rap because that's gonna be a hard ball. He's already adjusting to you gone. He's already adjusting to be a single parent. He's already because people don't see that. I think because men supposed to be head and men supposed to be this, people forget that men are human. They have emotions. They have everything that a woman have. Other than y'all a little bit more sensitive. I mean, because I guess y'all have a little bit more estrogen, but men have estrogen and shit too, just not as much. But on the flip side, men are human beings, and I just feel like people didn't treat them
But
right.
again, I will say, it's not the fact that I have it in my heart to believe that a man is going to do that, but by that wall being pulled up in front of me so many years ago, or certain things. And again, I know you cannot live in the past,
Yeah.
so
Right.
I try to bring my future in the best way I can. even though, yeah, I might still have some walls, I'm not just gonna come out and say, I don't want you to take my baby a bath because I feel like you're gonna do something. You're gonna have to make me feel like you're doing something. Just because I said no, I'm gonna go and take her a bath or something like that. That's not to make you feel discomfort or why she don't want me to take my baby a bath. At this point, I got it.
Okay.
Right.
I got it.
Let's
So,
go. Okay, go ahead.
in other words, she's like, when a woman has a child, we go straight into survival mode, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like we, it's like the lion and the cub.
Yeah.
We try to protect what we produce to keep anything from happening because we don't want to see what happened to Becky Sue down the street happen to our child. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's
when
understandable, but I want you to see the fact that even in okay, if you're using the lion and the cub, that's in the animal kingdom. Even in the animal kingdom, you have some mothers that have the kids and leave them off on the dad, and the dad take care
That's
of them.
that monkey with
To a
that big
certain
ass booty. That's one of them
I'm
animals that
saying
leave they.
to a certain part of their life, the daddy take care of them, and the mama gone about her business. So if that can happen in the animal kingdom where um they don't have they don't have the understanding to actually do what we do, but that's an innate behavior. Why you don't think that some dads and some mothers, I mean some dads and some men have an innate behavior to protect, make sure of, and things of that nature.
now, me
Um,
personally, I do let my children dad interact with them. Like baby J, for instance, when she was little, her dad pretty much did everything for her. Especially with me having to have a C-section. So I get it, but I'm looking at it from other people's perspective too. That
right.
the reason why they don't allow men to bath their girls, but they will let them bath the boys. You see what I'm saying? Like
I mean
it's
that's
a reason behind that.
so okay.
But I know time is like the question you finna say is, well, it's still a child. If he gonna molest the female, he gonna molest the boy.
No, that's
That's
not necessarily that. That's the
I
fact
get
that
that time. A pedophile is a pedophile no matter who it is. It could be a grown man, a grown woman, a child,
no,
a
man.
dog out here in the street. But
Right.
it's not the fact that I'm fighting against the world and trying to be the best, the better parent. I'm fighting against myself on a protection that don't nobody else understand.
Hmm.
Okay, so let me
So
ask
it's not
y'all.
like I want to say that the men out here are all monsters. I dare would never say that because I wouldn't have never been able to move on with my life. From what
Mhm.
happened to me in life, I would have always thought all men was gonna do me the same way. I don't hold it fully. It's just certain things that I cannot let go.
Okay, so let me ask
If
y'all
that
this:
makes sense.
since we kind of swayed to the pedophile thing, and this like, it's not really a pedophile question, but it's kind of sorta. So okay, you know how a person say, "Oh, she was 17 and he messed with her," and things like that. So if a child is 17 and a grown man end up messing with her, I'm not even worried about this scenario. I'm worried about if y'all feel like a child being underage. Why is it that when just say a child that y'all say don't know better, that's 17 or whatever case may be, if they don't know better, then just say you find out um a 17-year-old was funneling with a 14-year-old. How do you handle that situation? What do you call him?
You don't call them pedophiles. You have to understand what those two have been through. You need to be trying to get both of them some help because something has went on in them folks' life. They got their mind all wrong, and it's not their fault. Somebody need to be trying to get that little girl and that little boy some help because somebody done already done tarnished their mindset and got them right there where they at right now.
Okay,
So
so how do
I don't think neither one of them need to be judged. I think both of them need help.
okay, how you feel about that, Lady T?
I feel like that majority of the time when that happens, as she said, simply sit and talk because a lot of times you have children that are raising themselves. And with that being said, they don't understand or know the everything that comes with that.
They don't
So
know how to handle temptation.
right.
Exactly.
So instead of
The
calling
peer
them
pressure.
pedophile, instead of them calling them pedophile or judging them or belittling them, sit down and simply talk to them because you don't know
Because
their background. You don't
them
know
them kids,
you don't know where they came from. So a simple conversation might enlighten what has happened. And
she
if
just
So
said what I said. If
okay,
some if
so
one of them children sat down and talked to somebody,
yeah,
just because you gave them children some attention, they will tell you what's going on with them because they've been waiting on somebody to ask them
okay,
what's
so
wrong.
okay, so listening to what y'all just saying at 17, he don't really know better. You should talk to him. So what's the difference in him turning another age?
what you
18,
mean by
19.
another
18.
age?
18, 19, he's supposed to just automatically get it without nobody teaching him. And
No,
he's supposed to
No,
know.
that time still need help. Like how they lock up these folks that go out here and then they throw in, they need a mental evaluation. They been needing a mental evaluation long time prior to them committing the crime that they in. They have went unknown and unknowledged and ain't nobody paid that person no attention to see what they were going through. So this child been dealing with this shit all through his teens. So at 19, 18 years old, ain't nobody showed me no different. That don't make that child a bad person. That make whoever was supposed to be there for him a bad person.
but
Okay,
also you
so
gotta
That's just the way I
understand
look
this
at
too, Ty. You gotta understand this too. Like a lot of kids nowadays keep stuff bottled up inside. So
it.
when
Mhm.
do come out, it's like they family member judge them. Oh, you this, you that. So they don't talk to nobody. So when they go searching to do other stuff, which sometimes comes out to them touching or doing stuff that they don't have no business to. Why? Because they have nobody to talk to.
so okay, so I believe in the land. I believe in the law. I believe in this. I believe in that. But I take. I'm a. I'm a. I'm a spiritual person also. So what do you? For me, it's like okay, God creates the world. God creates us. God creates to do a lot of things. So can anybody tell me why we are able to, if it's like such a crime and such this and such that, why are we able to have children at 13? Why do our cycles come on? I mean, the girls, but why do the cycles come on and then the man, I mean, the young boy is able to start his semen and shit develops and things like that so early if 18 is the actual limit versus what we made in the world versus what's supposed to actually happen.
But the time that, if I might answer, even if we go back to what you started talking about earlier, back
Hmm.
in the days, you had babies pregnant in households at 9 years old when they started their cycle, but they kept all this shit a secret. It became auntie baby after the girl had the baby. It became the sister-in-law baby because they kept the shit going. So when you get all the way up here, you still got generational curse that ain't been broke. So
Okay,
you
so
still dealing with.
that's in that generation. What about the generation before they knew how to hide it? So the
They been
generation
behind
before.
it. What you mean?
That was before Christ. The only thing that came before the generation before us was before Christ.
Go ahead, girl. There were
They
times
still.
there were times where you actually sold off the girls to good families to gain wealth, and you did this and you did that. You had 68-year-old men coming and buy
That's because there
fucking
was sex
13-year-old
trafficking
girls.
and them hoes knew what the fuck they were doing.
I don't.
Them
It
old
wasn't.
ass bitches right now, that's the reason why the generational curse still going on. Because
But
them
you
old
can't say
time
sex trafficking
bitches
because it
sold
was.
But
their
they can't.
goddamn kids.
You just said that nobody can teach you nothing but what they've already learned.
But
So that
time,
is
okay,
that
well,
that
can
was
I
the
speak?
world.
Can I speak? You also got to look at it back in the days. Half of them grandmamas were 14 and 15 and 13 and 12 years old when they were starting families. So
Yeah.
can't no 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old teach nobody nothing. So them generations that were going on back then and them kids grew up and did all that and them secrets were still kept. Them kids still had to have kids too. So if you never broke them generational curses from where you at, you still continue them curses.
Right.
So it's still right now in 2023, women out here that still have not talked about their situations from when they was a child and they in their 50s and 60 years old right now.
Yeah,
So how
because
can a
back in
woman
the
teach somebody
back
something
back
if they
then,
50 and
so
60 years old time? Listen, if they 50 and 60 years old now, 50 and 60 years ago, how was you able to teach somebody something that you never learned?
okay, so the
That's
part
true.
that's what I'm saying. We just got done talking. What I was doing was breaking down a lot of stuff. What we got done talking about is people, regardless of age, men, women, regardless of age, they only learn certain things, and they can only teach or do what the fuck they learn or seen. So, with that being said, all these a lot of men didn't learn how to control temptation. Still today, that's why everybody out here fucking raw and don't think nothing gonna happen. So you got all this shit going on. You got all this. I'm talking about all this shit going on, but yet we can't say that people just don't know what they don't know. Everybody's being charged with things based on what the fuck the judge know, or how the judge feel, or how the prosecutors feel, or how this that, and the other, versus their actual real thing. Like that's why I keep on pushing the issue that a lot of stuff happened, but now we're going back 50 and 60 years talking about using today's laws to prosecute them. That shit wasn't going on, and that wasn't the rules back then.
So you think the laws should change?
No, the laws already changed, and then people just say Bill Cosby. Maybe when Bill, just say if he was doing the shit 30 and 40 years ago, the laws wasn't a lot of shit. Even though I think he should go to jail, yeah. But the laws wasn't what it is today. So y'all using today's laws to prosecute a person versus using the laws 30 years ago.
No, they using today's technology. Fuck what they use to all that shit. They are using today's technology off of them old crimes like 30 years, 30, 40 years ago. You gotta understand the technology was totally different. So when Bill Cosby got his ass locked up, they went all the way back to when he first got locked up off that white woman and pulled DNA off this shit. But now DNA has been advanced to the point where they weren't able to say it was Bill Cosby then. But now on the new technology of these DNA, they was able to get a DNA match on Bill Cosby. So it's not what went on back then that people trying to lock a motherfucker up. It's the technology that then came forth, what they can use and use against Bill Cosby now.
So
So you feel like the technology that corrupted the world?
No, I think the technology helped the world
it
because
helps the world, but you use it.
even with these rape things going on, it's over 1 billion rape kits that have never been tested because of technology. But now that they done upgraded the technology, they done locked up over 200 motherfucking people off the old ass rape
But see,
charges.
the thing of it is, you can't say it was because of technology because number one, people went to school to do that stuff. So it's not because of technology; it's because somebody was slacking on the job.
Or somebody was getting
Well,
paid off to
Cover it up,
cover. I mean, or to bring up false fucking reality.
right?
Okay, we got to go to the question number two, guys. So, question number two is on the women's side of the relationship. What makes you leave that fuck a nigga mindset and start going through shit with a nigga? When you're single, fuck a nigga, fuck this. I better not do this. I better not do that. But then all of a sudden you get with a nigga, and now you taking everything. So what happens there in y'all mind where y'all fuck a nigga and now the nigga doing this, that, and the other, and y'all taking it and going with the program.
Well, me personally,
well,
I never, I don't take nothing off nobody, but a lot of times I feel like that women get in that mindset because they get tired of fighting that battle. They get tired of going back and forth.
Lady T, pull your camera down a little bit so I can see your face more, a little bit more.
well, myself being in a relationship like that, of just saying that sometimes people be going through things that people don't know they're going through, and they find a comfort zone at some place, and they stay around because they know that at this point, this all I got at this point. I don't think so a lot of times that even men and women. I'm not gonna just say women. I feel like if men and women stay in a relationship and they know their relationship unhealthy, they got comfortable, and then they have to figure out a way to get themselves out of this shit. That's the God honest truth. Because when I was dealing with the relationships I was in, the abuse, all the shit that I went through, it wasn't the fact that I wanted to be there. That's where comfortable. That's where I got comfortable and got stuck. But once you grow up in the mind, or you tell yourself over and over, you better than this. You know your worth, man. Find your worth. You got to pick yourself up, or you gonna be stuck there forever. And that's just how I feel. If I had a stayed, I've been stuck there still to this day.
Hmm.
But then also time you got some people that don't like to be alone. Like they're
Yep,
willing to take in and everything because they
just not
don't
to
want
be
to be
alone.
alone. They want to
Mm.
be loved by somebody, and they finding love in the wrong.
What's up? I am for. I,
Exactly, Leah. That's an absolute true statement right there. Yeah. I
okay.
can't say I even went through that phase in life. Exactly what you said.
Scared of
I want
loneliness.
somebody to love me. My kids gone. I want somebody to love me. And I found comfort in this motherfucker and I stayed.
Okay, so
Right,
let me tell y'all something. A woman can develop something, even a man, but mostly women develop something called empty nest syndrome. Is a like a disorder when the child leaves and the whole
right.
house is empty. So either y'all start shopping a lot to fill those voids, to fill the house up. Either y'all start doing all type of things, or accepting motherfuckers that you know that you wouldn't accept in your past life.
Exactly.
But it makes not.
Exactly.
But that builds discomfort. That builds self esteem issues. That builds
It
low self
do.
esteem.
It
Y'all have to
do.
understand it. Y'all
My
got to
kids
stand.
got taken away from me in a bad relationship. Instead of me leaving that bad relationship, I had been with that person so long that when my kids got taken, that's the only somebody that I felt like could fill that void. So I stuck around. And that void never got fixed. It always got worse. Like you can't, a lot of people don't know. And I can't tell nobody I knew at the time that I was doing it. But since I've made it out of that part of my life and I look back and I ask myself, how was you that stupid? Why did you stick around? You had nothing to stick around for. But I did.
Okay.
I did.
I am for Banks. I just sent you a link. When you come on, I'll put you on if you want to come on.
Who did?
Oh no, I can't see, but I am for Banks. I probably know who it is. I just can't see who it is. Okay, so Miss Nut Dog said I can't speak. I can't speak on that because I've never had that mentality to due to me seeing my mother always on shush. So I know better, and I instilled that in my girls to this day. I've always known my worth. I'm a counselor. My feelings like my feelings are like a light switch.
They
Okay.
cut on and off.
Right.
I sent you. I am Ford Banks. I sent you a link in your messenger.
Some people say a woman that stay in a bad relationship is a weak woman. I was never weak. I was never weak. It just that when they took my babies away from me, it was a whole nother box I was in then.
Uh-huh.
So
I'm here. I'm just. I had to. I'm just.
my whole thing is you can't never tell nobody you done got over something if you can't even speak about it. I can
Absolutely.
speak about it because I went through a lot. I went through a lot with my kids. I went through a lot in relationship. You know, I've been through a lot when it come down to relationship. Can I always say it was the men's fault? No, it
Of
was
course.
my fault, and I blame myself because I stayed.
But then you probably say because people was also probably talking bad about that person, and I know there's a lot of females tend to do that too. They keep on saying what I would do if I was you, and then but they're not in your place. So
They
therefore, a
don't
lot
know.
of people do stay in a relationship because people is doing too much of this instead of doing this.
Okay.
Exactly.
Y'all welcome
Exactly.
forward. Y'all welcome forward to the show.
What's
What
going
it do,
on? What's
boy?
going on?
What going on? You had some shit to say? What's up?
Yeah, man. I
I know
mean,
that ain't that
everybody.
man that said that about me, Ty.
Nah, that ain't him. That ain't him.
No, girl, read the box. You'll see who said that.
I don't see no fucking box.
You gotta click
I
comments.
mean, these women have this
Just,
fuck nigga mindset
Hold up. Let
when
let
they
let
get
Ford
tired
think.
of
We
it.
can't hear you, Ford.
I said, These women have that fucking nigga mindset when they get tired of that shit. They tired of taking.
They tired of taking that fuck and they get a fuck nigga mindset. That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
true.
Okay, so why you here? Why you here? Let me ask y'all another question. Okay. So after 10 years of marriage, would a person put these people in order from who you love the most to least? Mother, husband, child, and siblings, and why?
You say
Mother,
after
Say
ten
husband,
it
years.
again,
child.
Tom. Say
Okay,
it again.
okay. So after 10 years of marriage with a man, put these people in order from who you love the most to who you love the least. Okay, you got your mother, your husband, your children, and your siblings, and why? Let's start with Lady T. Your mother, your husband, your siblings, and your children. Put them in order from who you love most to least.
Well, I'm gonna love my mama the most.
Okay, so I would say the first one. I would say my children.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
My
Exactly.
children, then my mother, my husband, then my siblings.
Okay, why is that?
Yeah.
Hold up, let him. Nah, hold up. Nah, no, no, let him speak. Why would you say? Why would you say your mother, your children, your
She said
siblings,
her children, then her mother.
your children, your mother, your husband, then
Husband.
okay. So why would you say it in that order?
Because the reason why I say my children, because if that husband leave, your children gonna always be there.
Okay,
So you have to love them in order to be able to love yourself.
okay. Hold up. You stop right there. Stop right there. I want to get everybody's opinion first. Ford, let me hear you. You in 10 years of marriage to a person, and what's your order from most? I mean, that you love them most to least. So you got mother, husband, children, and siblings.
My mother, then my kids, and then it would be my significant other.
Okay. And then your siblings. So your siblings last. Okay. Why is that?
But at the end of the day, my mama is working.
Okay.
Without her, I wouldn't even be here. And then why my kids before my significant other,
Okay.
it would be that if that motherfucker decide they want to up and leave, they can up and leave. My kids can't go nowhere. Where you going? Who's gonna take care
Okay.
of you?
Okay. Okay. So
And then
Meister, the same thing. You've been married to a man for 10 years. Um, put these people in order from least love to from most love to least love. Mother, husband, siblings, and children.
It'll be my children. It'll be my mother. It'll be my siblings, and then my husband.
Why is that?
My children is my backbone. My
Okay.
mama is my backbone. My
Hmm.
siblings is my backbone. My husband is my backbone also, but my husband can break that backbone at any time. So I'm
Okay.
gonna leave you on the tail wagon, baby.
Okay, so I understand everything that y'all are saying. Hold up, let me see if anybody in the okay,
But
so
I know somebody in the comments gonna say your husband's supposed to
hold
come
up, hold up,
first.
hold up.
No,
Hold up. So we only got one comment so far. Miss Nut Dog said children, husband, mother, father, and siblings because my kids didn't ask to be here. They are my sole responsibility. My husband because he chose to love me. My mother and father because they gave me life. But have have lovers of their own, and my siblings because they have their own family. Okay,
well,
so
that's a good. I like what she said.
I mean that's understandable, but
I like how
I'm
she
gonna
put that.
I like everything that y'all saying. I understand it in the flesh. We
but what
y'all
about you?
y'all speaking on flesh instead of what's it's supposed
He
to be.
said, "What about you, time? You heard
I
that man
am.
at the screen."
I'm gonna tell y'all. So y'all are speaking on flesh instead of what's it's supposed to be. So
Exactly.
your husband
You have
actually
to speak in the Bible terms. Let's hear it,
And watch
Ty.
and see how time finna speak it
Come
in the
on,
Bible
Ty. Let us
terms.
hear it.
Cause he finna
so
say husband first. Watch.
He
supposed
is.
to be. Your significant other or your husband or wife is supposed to come before anything. They supposed to eat in the house before your children, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I'm finna go and get off
Wait,
the line.
I'm
what?
just telling
You hit a
so
whole nother.
I'm telling
Yeah,
y'all
that's
what
a
it is.
total lie, man.
I'm
You a
but
whole
look,
lie.
but look though. How the fuck y'all think that y'all gonna listen to all this shit about God and the Bible and this, that, and the other, but then y'all that's flesh. Y'all flesh is talking. This is how flesh
Let
feel
me tell
about
you
life.
about the flesh time. The flesh ain't on now EBT card. The kids on there.
What you
So
doing
the
on
flesh
there for
can
what?
eat after the motherfucking kids eat. Cause that's they motherfucking food stamps I'm cooking their goddamn dinner with. They gonna eat first. That nigga better catch what's in the pot after they eat. The fuck wrong with you? Now
See,
that's
y'all
the fucking treatment for somebody to sleep
Y'all,
right there.
let me tell y'all something. A person just like this, the fucked up part about everything. You walk into a person's life and then think that they're gonna be okay after being with you 10 years. That everything that's supposed to be important to you come before them. That's in that's in,
Child.
that's inappropriate.
Well, then I guess we won't make 11. Cause you can suck my dick. All I'm saying. Bitch, if it been like this 10
Hey,
motherfucking
let me
years,
tell you
ho,
something.
and you just want to wake up in the January of the 11th motherfucking year and have a change of mind, you need to take your ass on the road, brother.
Whether they had a change of mind or not, in those 11 years, they gave you everything about them and everything.
I'm
It's not
And
nobody.
I share
It's not
everything
nobody.
with
No, no, no.
them.
Hold up. Listen. Let me finish. It's not nobody's sole duty to be with something that's not fit for them for the rest of their life. But the time that they did have you or did keep you, they supposed to kept you and they took care of you and they made sure you was okay. Y'all need to take that as into
But hold on, Ty.
consideration.
Let me tell you something. My grandfather, although he was head of the household, everything went the way it was supposed to. But guess what he did? He did not touch a spoon, fork, plate, or nothing before his kids ate.
But let me tell you, hold up. Let me tell you something. What you don't see, like you got half of the story then, because he didn't touch anything, but he was offered it. That's what your grandmother did. She offered it. What he did was because he loved and how he put things in order. He made the rules that before me, thanks for offering it to me, but let these children eat first. At least it was offered for him. That's why he could tell that story.
But that's how it's
His
Y'all get
kids
supposed
shit
already
to
wrong
grew up.
sometimes. Y'all get shit
I'm pretty
wrong a
sure his
little bit
kids
sometimes.
already grew up.
Huh?
No, how
I
about
think
you
his
get
kids
shit
already
wrong
grew up.
sometimes?
Hold on, I
That
can't hit
ain't
you
how the
for
fuck
it.
that go.
That is how the fuck it go. What did you
No,
No,
say?
it
it
ain't
ain't.
what it
Granddaddy
go.
ass ain't ran shit since the millennium. Fuck granddaddy.
But
His
let me
ugly
tell.
ass gonna eat when Nana put his plate down.
Oh well, fuck y'all trying to do y'all old school shit while these young folks make the new rules of the land.
I
Y'all
tell
gotta
you
get
what,
that
let
shit.
a motherfucker come in
You
my
We
see,
was
house
talking about
and
that
it's
bust
shit
out his
earlier.
plate.
wrong.
We was
So
talking
you
about that
didn't fix
shit
my plate
earlier.
before you fix the kid plate. Bitch, it's some chicken, shrimp, beef, and all that shit in there. You can go find and seasoning, bitch, and fix you a plate.
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't
Well,
obligated to fix you anything.
Wait,
that's
you
why
can fix his food?
that's why these men need to put on a condom because until they find out
First,
what the female gonna do, they need
first,
to go ahead
Leah.
and put them condoms
No,
on.
Leah, I'm talking about that man can eat all he want to eat after my
Let's
baby's
be
plate can
motherfucking
fit. But
let's be
you coming in
motherfucking
my
clear.
house telling me some shit about all, so you didn't fix my plate?
Ford,
Bitch,
you
you
got
ain't on the case.
where you at Ford? You got shit to say, you need to go ahead and speak your mind, man.
I am
No,
at the
for
bar. I'm at the bar right outside the stadium.
The
all
stadium.
right, for what you gotta say
Yeah.
though. Oh, his name Flo, not for a time. Shit.
His name
Nah,
is Ford.
I
Girl,
know
read
who
the
Ford
box.
is.
Hey, tell that little man over there
You
to
at the
give me a little
stadium.
plate. Bring it to me.
You at the stadium for it.
Floyd, go over there
Um,
and tap that
the
man with the
stadium
red,
right
black, and white shorts on. Tell him you got a sister that need a little plate. Cause he's sitting over there by the barbecue.
by
See,
the
that's why
barbecue.
men don't eat first. You see, his ass ain't even got up and went over there and told
So
that man I was hungry. That's why he wouldn't eat first.
so
That's
Miss Nut
tough.
Dog
Cause
said
I'm
we can't
eating.
go off the Bible terms because the Bible has been written and rewritten so many times. The flesh phys-
Exactly.
Yeah.
hold up, baby. Hold up. The flesh
Exactly.
physically wrote the Bible. Now the flesh physically wrote the Bible that y'all are looking at. The first
The
What?
guy
Bible.
with the
Let me
red right
finish.
hand, man,
Yeah.
wrote that
Let me
book.
tell y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I believe in the higher power and I believe in God. I don't believe
I
in
believe in
nothing.
God too. They
Okay,
I
said
let
don't
me.
believe
nobody
in
put smoke in the
hypocrite.
phone. I don't see
We on
nobody
a
putting no
podcast. Y'all
smoke
need to
in.
let me speak. Y'all one at a time. We in a podcast. Everybody got to hear us. So let me
Well,
tell y'all
Tiny,
a
we
little bit.
don't feel like we supposed to listen to no motherfucking hypocrites. You ain't just gonna tell me no any motherfucking thing and then think I supposed to listen to it. Like little bro right here sitting at the bottom of the street eating, and I ain't ate shit. That ain't right.
Okay,
Damn,
well, let me
Flo.
tell
Hey,
y'all
listen,
something. Let me
Linda.
tell y'all something. The first Bible was written in Hebrew language. Hebrew language has over
Wait though.
Hold up, let me
You
finish.
use that King James version of the Bible,
Nah,
right?
that's not King
King
James.
Yes,
Virgin
it
James
That's
is.
not
is
King.
fake
King,
as shit.
Let me finish
years
speaking and
before
you
he
talk.
wrote that, he wrote the Book of Daniel.
Let me write. Let me talk my shit real quick. The first Bible was written in Hebrew. King James was written in
Mm-hmm.
English. The first Bible was written in Hebrew. Hebrew language has over 121 letters in it. We were not
That's why don't
enslaved.
nobody know what the Bible
we
said for
still
real.
we still cannot interpret the real Bible. So
Correct.
Exactly. No, nobody know what the
all
Bible
this
said if
shit,
you read the real one.
all this shit that everybody listening to, that shit was written by what? Flesh. That's what Miss Nut Dog
Well,
said.
It
hold
was
on,
written by
y'all.
hypocrites. It was written by a bunch of
So why
hypocrites
y'all
that going
listening?
through city
Why
life.
y'all listening to a Bible? I just want to know why y'all even listen to a Bible that was written by the person that didn't like y'all in
You
the
the
Bible.
only motherfucker brought up a Bible verse on this
Hold on.
podcast.
Hold on, time. Hold on. Listen. They said the
I
Bible
can't
was
stand
written
that
in
man right there.
stone. They said the Bible was written in stone. So I don't see nobody turning no stone tables
Exactly.
around here.
Ain't
I
none one of
told
these
you what
bitches
you
got a
turning
Bible in
tables.
their house with no
I told
stone
you.
written in
Girl,
it.
the Bedrock newspaper was written in stone. Y'all watch that.
Girl, that boy
Let's
said
be
a bedrock
motherfucking clear.
newspaper. No, man. Sir,
So
I
y'all
mean,
want to go back
Tiny.
to the Bedrock times and talk to me.
So,
How you
Time,
gonna
you
say
the
the
only
bedrock?
somebody
How you
brought
gonna
up a
say the
Bible verse
Bible?
on this podcast, and now you trying to tell us how you not finna go off the Bible?
I know how to read Hebrew. So anyway, let's
Ah,
go to the next
okay.
motherfucking
Hebrew.
question. Let's go
In
to the
the
next one.
stone.
Let's go to the next motherfucking question. Fuck is you talking about? Because y'all thought
Next
y'all was gonna come for
question.
me. So
Next
next
question.
question: How is okay? This for all y'all, especially Floyd. That he got significant others. So just change the word around if you want to change it. How important is your man's penis in a relationship?
Wait,
Run it.
what? Say it again.
I said,
Shit, Lord.
how important is your
None of
man's
this.
penis is in a relationship?
How
None of
important?
this.
Yeah.
How important is your man's penis
How
in a
important is
relationship?
the dick in a relationship?
I
That's what I
heard that.
said.
Oh, shit.
So let's run it.
Oh.
Miss Nut
It
Dog,
can
you know
be
how important
very
this damn
important.
thing is. Come on, Lady T.
I,
How important is it?
Are you trying to say is it a must?
I'm trying to say, is you gonna be with that nigga if he wasn't putting that shit down? Coach. What happened?
Hell no. No. No.
it's
And I
non-existent.
ain't even got to get it at night. But if you can't put it down on the night that I want it, then fuck you.
So you on
Oh,
the
so it's
time
important.
schedule? How does that work?
You
For you
said
understand
what?
that?
You on the time schedule of
Oh
when you get
shit!
it? How
See,
does that
No,
work?
I said anytime that I want it, nigga need to be ready. I didn't say we had to screw every night, but on the day that I wanted that you need to be popping.
But listen to what you said. You said when you want it. What about when he want it?
Exactly.
I
It's gonna
ain't
be
saying
that.
I don't know what's going on when he wanted it.
Bring
What
your
the
ass
fuck?
back in the camera. Bring your ass back in the camera. Tip. Nice
I'm in
tip.
the camera.
For how important is that shit in a relationship for?
it's not important
Oh please.
because I'm not in a relationship for sex. I'm in a relationship for them.
Right.
Oh fuck that. When you get done with them got a dick and a pussy and an ass or whatever case may be, and they need that
A
shit.
relationship shouldn't be based on sex, is what he's
It should
Y'all
saying.
need.
not.
It
Let me
should
tell
not
y'all
be based
something.
on sex.
Hold up.
It
Let me
should
give
be
y'all some
based on
motherfucking.
love. You have
Let
to
me
know.
incline. Let me incline y'all on some things. Okay, you can love a person without fucking. But on the flip side, temptation and all the rest of those things shouldn't be pushed to the side due to what the fuck y'all feel. Sex is important in a relationship.
We
But you
When
never
can't.
y'all
said it
get
wasn't
when y'all get
important.
that motherfucking shit together, y'all'll be in better relationships.
We
We
never
never
said
said it wasn't important time. In it's not something that's gonna determine my relationship with you or
Yes, it
not, though.
is.
No, it's not.
No, it's
Yes,
Sex
it
not.
is.
cannot determine your
How
relationship.
can
It
you
does not.
say sex can determine your relationship time?
Because motherfuckers ain't with you just to look at you.
What the?
And you ain't with me just to fuck on me
I
neither.
ain't say that. But if I'm giving you every motherfucking thing else, what you giving back? The fuck?
My time, bitch.
No, fuck your time. I already got that. I got that. I got your time every time your bills due. I got your time every time you need some motherfucking from me. I got your
Oh,
time when you
How?
need my
in other
motherfucking
words, he
time.
said
I
you.
got that shit all motherfucking ready.
So do
Now,
you call a man that think he's supposed to get something back in return because he
yes,
helped his
ma'am.
bitch out
I
that you
call,
supposed to bend your
I,
ass over backwards for?
I call them
He just
MVPs, most
prostituted
valuable
you.
players, because they ain't sitting here letting a bitch get everything from them and ain't getting nothing back.
He just prostituted you.
Hey, well
Who
then time I
MVP?
can't say shit then. I ain't a VIP.
Hold up,
I'm a
y'all ain't letting Floyd.
OMG.
Y'all ain't letting Floyd's soft voice ass tell y'all what he doing.
Uncle Floyd around trying to let a t-shirt blow
Yeah, look.
downtown and shit.
He trying to show his outfit off at the stadium. Come
So
on,
I
Junior.
Hey,
also come in here bigger shorts.
Come on, show you where your shoe cam at, Ford.
You should say his
Ask
soft
him if
voice.
there's some Tommy
There
shorts
you
time.
go.
Man,
Hey,
Floyd need
yeah.
his ass beat you got on that baby blue and that white t-shirt with them loud ass orange
You saying them?
sneakers.
He said he got a
he
little bit of
yellow.
extra shit going on.
Oh, he
He
said they
yellow.
not orange, they yellow. I'm sorry.
I'm
Yeah,
mad that
I
you
agree when he said that.
colorblind.
Well, them my glasses on there. It's sad. Them shoes had a different persona on me today. I'm
Don't
just
be worried
saying.
about
But
his
look,
shoes.
it's not
I don't
important
know
though.
what these dudes shit in Florida
Hold
ate
up,
that
Tip. You been over talking.
and shit.
You been taking
But how
over
you gonna make
my
that
time.
important though?
You said
That's
what?
what I'm saying. Leah, listen to Floyd. And say it again, Floyd.
What you say?
He
It's
said,
like
how you
how you
gonna
gonna make
make
that
sex
important
that
though?
important in a relationship?
Jody, come here, Jody.
He,
One
wait,
Big
second.
off the
One
question
second, because
time just
y'all
asked
lying.
Floyd just asked time.
wait.
How can
I
he make
didn't.
Come here.
Hold on.
I'm gonna ask
Pause.
Jody
I
because
never
y'all
said.
lying.
I never said sex.
not you? He answering what time said.
Hold up. Let me ask
Oh,
Jody. Let me ask Jody
okay.
because y'all
You
doing
take
Damn,
it.
Jody,
sex
Floyd
away.
just said
Jody,
something to you,
come here,
time.
Jody. Come in the camera.
That, oh
Jody,
my God, it better not be time. If you don't get your Marvin Cease looking ass out the camera, man.
Jody.
Oh
So the
shit.
question was to the women and shit. How important is a man's penis in the relationship? How much is his dick down is important in a motherfucking relationship? And they sit here and tell y'all it ain't important. Nah, run that shit. Fuck the sex drive. So you
You got
mean to
some of
tell me I'm finna be
you
with
got
you
some
all
of these
the
bitches
time?
out here with little dick ass niggas anyway.
That's
Little
what I'm
dick.
saying. Who the fuck went on phone with that little ass dick every night? Talking about some, give me
First and
some.
foremost, if y'all men
Give me
didn't
some,
know
get
this
some.
person, if y'all men
It's
didn't
gonna
know
be like
this
you raping a
person,
kid. What the fuck? You're going to jail. You're a molester.
Lester, nah, that's because y'all,
Yeah.
if y'all want to
She
deal with them niggas,
molesting him.
y'all want to
Okay,
deal
so
with,
Pam, what if you get in a relationship with a woman?
if
I
y'all
mean,
want to deal
what,
with,
Pam, it's somebody else time to ask a question. If you got in a relationship with somebody and just say you and this person, y'all had a good connection, y'all got along, everything was wonderful, but he had a little mishap because his shit didn't work the way you wanted. You telling me you'll break up with that person
no, I'm
out of
telling you,
all these years, you'll break up with him
no,
because your shit's not what you
no,
want it to be?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna flip him over and use the booty.
How you hang this on there? What button is on
Now,
here?
what
Time
was
I
it?
got too many buttons on my phone. Which one to hang up?
Ain't
You
no hang up, baby.
you
Fuck
you
you
hit the
talking
nail
Oh,
about.
on
it's
the
a
head.
button on this
You ask me
motherfucker
a
to hang it up.
question.
can't
You ask me
leave.
a question. Don't be scared of the answer.
That
Fuck you
motherfucker,
talking
I
about.
done hit a button. That bitch said dog mode and mute. What a
Ain't no,
off button is.
It
ain't no
ain't
off
no out
button. Ain't no
button.
off button. Ain't no
I
motherfucking
can't.
off button. Am I
You
wrong or
So
asked
something?
the
time, I
question.
can't get off of this.
No, you asked the
Did you
question.
just
Oh
say the
No,
no.
well
no.
then you just
What you
gonna
say,
flip
Miss
them
Wait,
Brittany?
over?
wait, wait. Wait, look what Teresa said. Not at all, baby, because I'm a juvenile that shit. I'm gonna beat my man.
Ah, she said not at all, baby. Hold on. Okay, okay. What she say? Miss Nut Dog said not at all, baby. I'm a juvenile. I'm a juvenile. That shit. I'm gonna beat my meat and get my what you saying? Get my muff and get my nut for show. She gonna be
I
drove,
ain't
huh?
mind kind of if it's that kind of
She gonna
motherfucking
be
party,
drove
I'm
dead
like Cuzzo.
on the TV and go to sleep on the hoe. Then fuck you, something else.
I'm just
She
like
going to
Cuzzo
sleep on the
kind. I'd
305.
rather play if I gotta do all that shit and me and this guy done been together, he everything I want. He just slacking in that department. Oh, well, then that mean you go buy things to excite our sex life. You
I
ain't
don't know.
fitting the shit. Go
She
buy
gonna,
something that can fit and tell him to play with you with it.
you ain't gonna see. Y'all need to get more advanced, baby. They got dick sleeves that make it 2, 3 more inches.
They got
If
rubber
I found out a man of mine had an extra dick on, I'd kill him dead. I ain't lying. So you done came up in here, Johnny, after last night when your shit
Boy,
was
run
soft
around the
and
block.
don't forget it. But now you come in this motherfucker tonight as Johnny James. I need the light on because I'm up finna look at this dick.
we
Can't
can't
nobody
hear
hear
you.
you, man.
Oh
We can't
shit!
hear you.
All I'm saying is you ain't
I
finna
said,
come in my room
I,
on a Thursday with a limp dick. And
I
then
said,
Friday night you came in there like you the stud of Memphis. Bitch, let
yeah,
me see that dick.
if he want to put that 2, 3 inches extra dick on, let him put it on. Cause what
You
it's gonna
let a
make
man come up in my house and think he finna lay down in my bed with a dick sleeve on. I got something for you and your dick sleeve.
let that man do what he
So
do.
you want to let him? You gotta pump it.
You
Tell
gonna
him
let
to
me eat
pump
that pussy?
And look,
Look,
see,
look,
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 that's
bro.
another
Listen,
thing,
little
Ford.
bro.
Ford, that's another
Listen,
thing.
little
She
bro.
don't want
All
nobody.
this stuff.
She don't want her man to go down there and eat a coochie either.
I got a neighbor.
Oh,
That's the deepest hole you
That
gonna
she
lick,
getting off. That
bitch.
she getting off.
I
that
do.
motherfucker
Cause
got a
he run
neighbor.
my teams very well. Hey,
Come
listen,
on,
I don't give a fuck about
See,
none of y'all
boy,
talking about. I
see,
got
boy.
spots that he hit. So fuck that.
You got
He got
spots to get
very
hit,
big
but what you
hands.
hitting on him?
Fuck him. I'm trying to get me done.
Oh Lord,
You better take your ass to sleep, nigga. We tired now.
Lady T, how you feel about that?
this my favorite boy too.
I'm
What boy
just,
is it?
oh man.
He got
My
a pool
boyfriend ain't
table.
trying to pick me up or nothing. Ask me out on a date, nothing. Just downtown showing me everything he doing.
They got the pool table.
I'm not one no more. I'm at a
Can we
dive
get to
bar.
the next question?
Okay.
Don't go
I'm
off the
at a dive
question,
bar.
man. You was asking Boss Lady
Nah,
T a question.
boss lady trying to get the coach. Let's ask the next question. What is the craziest?
We play so much. No, sir, it ain't until 7 o'clock. Thank you, boo.
Oh, okay. So what? So what is the craziest cheat on him story where you was almost caught? Come on, Tip, tell us about Fruit Loop.
You said what? You said what time?
What is the craziest cheat on him story that you almost got caught? We're gonna start with Ford. Come on,
Oh
Ford.
boy.
What's the craziest cheat on your significant other story where you was almost caught?
You ain't gonna well, I almost caught. I got caught.
Oh shit.
We ain't
Oh
get
my.
caught. One went out the back door and the other
Oh,
came
see,
in the front
why
door
y'all
on me.
want to
Be quiet. Let him
know
tell
I
his
it?
caught on
story.
purpose.
Let him tell the story. What's going on, Ford?
I said I got caught on purpose.
On purpose, because you were trying to
Don't
get him.
nobody never get caught on purpose, Flo.
I get caught on purpose. I'm gonna get them.
I
I'm
got
gonna
caught
get
on
them if they
purpose.
got me.
Well, I ain't gonna say I got caught on purpose. A motherfucker pulled up and I was chilling with the next, but I never got caught because that's why you always make sure you got a house with more than one door. Cause one went out the back door and the other came in the front door, G. I
You
never
know,
got caught.
I said
Yep.
you
Did
ain't got to go. Sit right there.
what you
I
say?
never got caught. And if my
You ain't got to go
dogs
nowhere.
hadn't
You can sit
started
right
barking,
there.
he would have got away a little bit easier.
Yep, you is interrupting Ford, and I can't hear him. What you
I'm
got to tell your
sorry.
story for? What happened?
I just said I told her you ain't got to go nowhere. You can sit right there. And he came in and he was like, "Oh, okay, this is what y'all doing."
Oh, so you brought him on in because he was already at the door.
Yeah.
So you let him meet your friend?
So you started with a poly.
Nope.
Flo, you let him meet your friend?
He tried to start poly tip and it ain't work out for him.
Wow, my God. Okay, so Leah, we on you.
It turned out
When the
good.
first
It
time you
turned
got
out
caught
good.
on a how you say it, time?
Huh?
Say the question again. It's
I said,
Leah
what is the
time.
craziest cheat on him story where you almost got caught.
Okay, so this is funny. So I was with this guy that was supposed to be my best friend or whatever the case may be. We were doing our little sneaky link, a little lie, sneaky link, and then I was dating J Daddy or whatever. So we was getting room at the Embassy Suite. Me and my best friend had already had a room in the suite. I didn't know that he was getting a room now. So I take my head myself out, walking around, and see him now. He was like, "Oh, what you doing here?" I said, with my best friend." He was like, "Okay, well, I got us a room on the second floor. Mind you, we was on the fifth floor. We was on the fifth floor. However, whatever. So shut up, girl. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut
I
up.
ain't bothered about it. My shit almost.
But see, see, here's the thing. So after the two end up meeting, we was down at the little bar because at Emerson Sweet to get the little complimentary drinks or whatever the case may be. So
Talk up, girl.
we was down at the bar, whatever. So I'm sitting up that awkward moment. I'm like, now how am I gonna introduce these? So anyway, my best friend goes to him like, "Oh, I'm such such such. I'm her best friend." Awkward as hell. Did you forget what we was just
So,
doing in the room?
you never got caught. You just introduced your new date as a best friend.
So see,
No, it was my best friend, but we was
y'all was fucking.
Wow, y'all were willy nilly in the secrets.
So you were fucking your best friend.
pretty
Wow.
much, pretty much.
So when a
Now,
nigga
Bullet
be
was my
saying
best
that,
friend. He was somebody
so
else's
when a
best
nigga
friend.
be saying, so when a nigga be saying you can't have no men best friend, he be on to something.
No, that's not necessarily true. No, 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 no. Because let's get this right. Before me and this guy did used to date, but
Look at
we
Floyd,
broke
like he
up.
don't want to be on the screen no more.
We broke up and we became best friends because we started talking to each other about different stuff. So that's how that happened. So you can have a boy best friend.
Okay, so how you
But
almost get
you
caught?
slept with your boy best friend.
You didn't hear what I said, did you?
I understand that, but what time asked was, so
Before
what are
he was,
you?
listen to what I said. Before he was my best friend, he was typically my ex. You can hear to say
So that wasn't your best friend, baby.
we were
Exactly, Tom.
we
That was a little
became best
knockoff.
That was
friends.
your dick. That was your dick. So
That was her little knockoff joint right
Miss Mad
there.
Dog said I was at the gas station with the side nigga on the opposite side of town, and the motherfucker and his cousin pulled aside us at the next pump. Luckily, he had tinted windows, and my side joint asked why was I slumped in the seat. That's how you almost.
Uh-uh.
Wow.
And she said,
Really,
period.
cuzzo?
She said,
Really,
period. And
cuzzo?
she ain't got time for none of that shit. This what happened.
Yeah. So yeah,
Baby,
they
so,
both ended up at the same hotel together.
so
that was
Tip
the
had
last
both of the
time I
niggas in.
seen my little
Tip
side
had both
thing
of the
after we had to
niggas
go
in
to
the
the
same.
side though.
Tip had both of the niggas in the same house, and then she had to go to the back, hoping that the nigga already went out the side though. I had
My
to
he
look.
was gone. I ain't doing nothing but lock the door. Hey, and they worked at the same job, G.
Oh
Oh
He went
yeah,
yeah.
on lunch and came over there. I never did know whatchamacallit was gonna come home on lunch
that was
neither.
too close for comfort, baby.
We
Look,
going to we
because listen, fool, he went on lunch at the job and came over my house. Never did know baby daddy was gonna go on lunch and come home and check on me. Hey, listen.
What you would have did if they
let's
had a
go.
conversation, girl? Man,
Let-
I'm talking to this chick named such 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 such.
No, because partner knew all about him. He never knew about partner.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the next question. Who was your best sex partner and why can't no nigga compare to him? That's real.
Shit. I had a, if I gotta be honest, and
Luckily
I
y'all
don't think
niggas.
nobody know. I don't think nobody know who my baby daddies are, so I'm just gonna use
Wait,
nicknames.
damn! Did
But
you really just ask that question?
So
the best,
I'm gonna ask it one more time for the niggas in the back.
wait a
Who
minute, the best one out of all had it father.
Girl, please. Who is the
Oh
best
God.
stepfather and why can't no nigga compare to him? So you got to
Nah,
ask the rest of
I
them.
didn't hear that last saying. I didn't know you said
Why
that.
can't no nigga compare to him?
Ah.
We still like you, Tip.
Well, I could just say that was the best dick, but I don't know about the other ones comparing to him. I ain't got no answer for that one.
Why can't they compare? If he the best dick, you know why. Why can't they compare to him?
Shh. I ain't got the answer.
What was he doing the day one?
He
Let me
rough
go say
riding
my.
it.
Let me go say my answer.
He
Oh,
roughed it up. He put me in a couple of
so,
sling moves, G.
so you don't want the regular man sex. You want porn star sex. And that's what he was having.
Let me go on and answer.
Come on,
Let me
recover.
see.
Me and my name were more like on a sneaky link relationship the
Oh,
whole
now,
5 years.
now she didn't say his name. Okay.
I say they nicknames. I ain't gonna say they real name. Don't nobody know him.
You don't know
I'm gonna say mine would be my best friend. And
Sneaky link.
it
I
was
would
the best
say
friend
I,
because
I would say
he
why
he
can't nobody compare to him? Because
Look at the blush time.
come on back in this camera. What you say?
he had them inches, baby, that stood up in it. You understand?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
He
Now
know
I
how
got
to
somebody that got the inches that stand up in it, but I don't
Don't
know
nobody need to
if.
know what you got.
But what I'm saying is, that's why I'm trying to go, because it's actually three of them.
not
So if I say the three names, then I don't know how to say the last end of what you said, like what that person did that the other
Well, how
person
the
didn't
fuck you
do.
don't know? You got to be unapologetic and say that motherfucking shit.
Okay, okay. One was rougher. One was more what you call it with the intimate, and the other one,
So,
the two of them real intimate, and one was rough.
so what
well, you
you
like
like
it,
about?
rough.
So what's the difference between the rough and the intimate?
The rough and the what?
Which one you like better, the rough or the intimate? The
Well, I ain't
rough.
gonna lie.
It depends on
Them
how I feel.
them girls' father did the damn thing. But the difference between him and the icing guy is he more softer with everything he do.
Oh, girl, I can't have no soft hands, baby. Anyway, let me see.
Well, that's the difference in the three.
So they said, Miss Nut Dog said, my husband the best because I actually love him. It's an energy thing. I really never cared for no one, so my orgasm came from my mind. Period. She said what you
That
motherfucker.
can be,
I
I
think
guess that can be also true too.
So how many?
Because you can be in a
So which one of
relationship,
those? So which one of those men gave y'all the skeet all over the bed syndrome?
I already said.
ice them. But I'm gonna tell you, time I never climax with my mind. I just like to hear sex.
So
So
how
how
he end
will
up
you
the
be
best?
your best one then?
How
I
he end
guess
up the best?
that's whatever he did. I don't know. That's just what
She
I
like
can't just.
she liked it finally getting out of that area where niggas act like they was thugs and actually a nigga that was sagging his pants thuggish. Okay, so
Say that again.
I think you just like the image of somebody claiming to be thug.
Baby, you got to get back on the microphone. What you say?
I think you like the image of a motherfucker claiming that they was a thug.
Man, that man wasn't no motherfucking thug. You can't be a thug if you done got shot 3 times by 4 bitches.
Somebody done got off. We ain't got no company. All right, let's look. She ready to go. Look at her texting coach. All right, let's go to
Nah,
question number 7. Question number 7
Baby,
said, growing up, what was the most dramatic time in your life? We're gonna start with Miss Lady T.
you said
Growing up,
growing up, what was the most dramatic time in life? High school years for me. But go ahead, Leah, it's your go.
the most dramatic time would be I would say my first year in college.
Why?
y'all ain't doing what I need y'all to do, so let me give it to y'all again. Growing up, I say, let's say, Growing up, what was the most? Okay, so let me ask y'all a different question. Fuck that question. Okay, so being a young girl and wanting the dick and never got it. How was that for y'all? Trying to abide by mama rules instead of getting the dick.
That's on you, lady.
He said the question was being a young girl, want to
You
have
know
sex
when you
with.
start getting horny and freaky and shit like that, but you still trying to abide by the rules of the motherfucking house. How was that for y'all? Like, what was that when all these niggas are already trying to play your coochie?
Well, trying to
Them
buy
was the fun days.
trying to buy about mama rules, but ooh,
Look,
it was tough. I can pretty much say because just like you said with the men, the young boys at that age or whatever, 'cause they was already some of them was already had and already tapped a little something, something. So therefore they was just out there.
More advanced.
Yeah, yeah, more advanced. So then here I am still trying to listen to mama having sex. You know what I'm saying? So they rub you the right way. You kind of horny or whatever. So
so
like you like I'll let you just put the head in.
uh wake me up tomorrow, y'all.
But
Wake me
back
up.
in, if you might go, cause man, back in those days, bro, I got the answer for you. Man, all my brother friends was my friends. Yeah. Baby, every friend trouble them had tapped and touched on me. I was not mad.
Not tap.
Mama ain't gonna let him,
Tap.
huh?
Not tap.
Tap, play, rub the little titty, grab the little ass, did little stuff. All trouble them friend did me like that.
What we start with? Walter Brown.
Exactly, him and Pookie.
Yeah,
Not
they
Pookie.
were friends.
Pookie
And
too.
don't you know time I just found out that man was gay?
We ain't gonna talk about that on no live.
Not on live.
Oh, okay.
We
But
ain't gonna
anyway, I found out he wasn't fascinated with women. Anyway, but yeah, Walter Brown, Walter Brown, Pookie. It was a lot. Hey, bro, I got some names I can't say on Facebook because they still living. Fayette County, brother, Rock Roll was nothing nice back in the
I
day,
ain't
bro.
all the way up there.
Shit, mama and them were having a party and wasn't paying us no attention. Baby, listen.
Yeah, that was a
Man,
scary
them streets in Fayette County, no men to wander feet step by hard, bro. On God. But yeah, I think it was my high school years time. I say it was the high school years for me for that part in life. That was the funnest part in life for me.
And
Yeah.
let's go to question number 8. Does a woman believe that they can give their sons everything that they need to grow up as a man?
No.
No.
Oh, really? Y'all believe the same things? Okay, does a
Yes, no,
one
I
more
don't think
time.
a woman can raise a man.
You can't raise a
I believe
man.
a woman can love a boy, even a child of her own. I believe a woman can love a boy with every piece of her soul. But I don't think a woman can teach a man nothing.
So
Exactly.
Ken and Kane, she said nothing. For you, Lady T, what do you think that you can actually provide for a young man versus what you know you can't teach him?
Love.
I can teach them
You
how a
got
woman.
raised up in that seat. I can't see you all the way. No, it's not the seat. It's the bring your camera down some.
It's down. Hold on.
Baby, she trying to sit in her comfortable ass chair over there.
Uh. She gonna sit there. She gonna sit in Coach comfortable chair in just a second.
Why you keep talking about
Yeah,
my
she don't have to fight for that chair,
you
baby, because
too
Coach White's
out
there.
there? No, seriously. With me having three
I'm
boys
listening to y'all.
already,
Y'all keep going. I gotta. I'm finna turn my camera off, but I'm listening. I gotta pee
with
real
me
quick.
having 3 boys already, I can only teach them how a woman wants to be loved properly.
Right.
I can't
Exactly.
I can't teach him how to be a man. I can't teach him none of that. I only can teach and show him how it is that a woman wants to be treated and loved.
Exactly. We, as a mama, we can teach them how to clean. We can teach them how to do this. But it's nothing in a woman's mind that can teach a man how how to be a man. It takes a man to teach a boy how to become. Like when boys make it to their teenage years, if they do not have a father in the home, a boy become lost. Like
Right.
even with my son, Sir grew up in a household full of nothing but female. Sir had another brother, but his brother passed. So everything under him is sisters. So the things that Sir learned from me is how to cook, how to clean up, how to respect a woman, how to do this. But just come out when Sir started venturing off in life and started
Mm.
doing his own teenage boy stuff,
But Tip,
my son was out there.
let me stop you right there because just because a man is not in the home don't mean that child will be lost because you do have some fathers that's not in the home that does interact with their child
Well, you
and
right about
they
that.
also have other male figures in the family that can be that male role model
But
for
see,
their
that's why
child.
I told you. But see, that's why I said I don't think a woman can raise a man. But the good thing about me was I had brothers that was there that took up the man role in Sir life.
Right,
That's
right.
the reason. So when I say it was days that I call time or I call my brother trouble and full out tears because I had no other idea what to do. I
But
need
you,
somebody of a
but
man
act,
to come
but
in.
act. I mean, but saying that Tip and having even brothers that was predominantly raised by a woman, how do you think that we actually was able to provide what was necessary for your son?
Because y'all was the closest thing I had to me, and I'm being honest. And y'all was there. So in my mind, what I didn't have as a father figure, my brothers was there as a father figure for my son, which every brother I had stepped in Sir life. When things were going bad for me and Sir, and I didn't have the answers and didn't have, but to come to find out, it took for a brother and this brother on the phone to tell me that my son was sexual. What he was sexually?
Frustrated.
No, Sir told the judge that he was what he said the reason why he was acting out was he was sexually frustrated. That's what he told the judge. Mind you, when he said that to the judge, I went off in the courtroom. The judge told me to calm down. He said, Miss Tiffany, you will never understand what your son's saying, but by me being a male judge, I understand fully what your son is talking about. I never would know what a boy mean when he say he's sexually frustrated and you're acting out.
Sexually
So you
frustrated,
telling me
man.
that because you ain't got a shot of pussy, you robbed the store?
Not necessarily. It's just the fact that a lot of men come down after a nut.
Yeah.
You see how men go to sleep after they finish fucking? That's because all they stress and everything else go away with that nut. The women probably, I don't know how women feel after. I don't know if y'all just feel good when y'all finish nothing, but that calm area in our life is like testosterone builds up in our body, and we feel like we were to kill the fucking world if it's too much of it. So we have to relieve.
So that was an actual true statement.
In
Cause
most
I
cases,
still tell Sir, that'll come up in my mind sometime when me and Sir around, and I go back to it and I'll be like, Sir, do you remember that day we went to court and you told the judge the reason why you act like that is because you were sexually frustrated? He
why
said,
do
yeah, my was.
why do you think that men can sit there knowing that I don't like to be called a hoe. I don't like to be called this. I don't like to be called that. But on the flip side, they're okay with being just that, especially if ain't nobody committed or staying with them because they just they they getting they getting a relief. It's like a relief. It's like once you nut, it's like oh everything is just okay. Fuck it, cool. Damn.
Sir told them folks, my mom don't let me do nothing. My mom don't let me go nowhere. And I'm sexually frustrated. What else do y'all want me to do?
Okay, maybe that was just telling them like shit. Okay, he's ready to go out and venture out and find out and find himself. Find out what the
At
fuck he wants.
14 times.
You
Yeah.
must not hear me. When a
Like
man look,
that's when Sir
look,
started acting out at the age of 13 to
I don't
14.
think that I don't think that just like a woman, like all of a sudden you at school and then your pants in a bloody. You don't really know like at first, like you ain't worried about no nigga, you ain't worried about this, you ain't worried about that. But then once that period starts, it starts your hormonal balance. your hormonal balance, your pH balance, everything else goes into play, and then you start liking boys. You want this, you want a little extra here, there, and the other. That's because that's the same thing with men. Like I don't think we can nut our whole life, but after so long, yeah, this shit develops, and then it start. Okay, what the fuck going on? I
But
don't know.
damn, do Tiffany, are you saying that any child, any young man growing up, and I'm just trying to see if the sexual frustration came by me being a single mom trying to raise a boy and
Sexual
all this shit. Like, where
frustration.
did the
The sexual frustration comes from you overindulging in somebody's life when he has to have privacy after so long.
Yeah.
He's starting like girls. He's back there. He's getting to know himself. He's getting to know who he is as a young man. That's why I try to tell y'all, like, that's why I always ask the question, if we were supposed to start having sex after 18, then why the fuck do young ladies at 9 and 10 and 11 start their period? Start their cycle and stuff like that. I just think the rules of the land versus what actually is supposed to happen with Mother Nature is a different ball game.
Yeah.
That's why I don't really look at
Well, I mean, even with that question right there, when you just said that statement right there, why do you know? Because some little girls start their cycle 8, 9 years old.
I
Like Gigi
understand
started her
that you
cycle at
should.
9 years old. Does that
I,
make you a woman at 9 years old?
it makes you a woman as far as Mother Nature. It don't make you a woman as far as society and the rules of the land. When you can get a job, when you can do this. It's like Mother Nature versus when a person can start supporting and take care of themselves. That shit is off like a motherfucker. But in older days, like during the Egyptian times and shit like that, sexuality, none of that shit played a part in nothing. Like you got the emperors, you walk into them, they in a whole motherfucking pool with a young boy, 8, 9 years old. But we don't see it like that. We don't see it as we'll frown upon shit like that. Niggas used to them guards used to walk in and that shit used to be so normal, they just be talking to him that regular the little boy in the pool. But we start looking at it a different way. Yeah, you got to research it and look at it. But let's go to the next question. Question time, because Leah, she's so ready to get over there.
What is
Why
you talking about?
does why does a woman stay year after year after experiencing domestic violence? So one more time for the people in the back. Why does a woman stay year after year after experiencing domestic
I,
violence?
I think that goes
Trauma,
to go back
trauma.
to what we was talking about earlier when we said that women stay in relationships due to the fact that they don't want to be alone. They done got accustomed to that. Um, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. We try to wait on it.
You're so goddamn goofy, bro.
We trying to wait on that words to.
Like why do I say the word time? If I can shorten that up and give just one word on that, I'll say traumatized.
You feel like they traumatized? Well, yeah, that would be
But
true.
what if
I
you
think
being
I would say
traumatized
they
too? So,
traumatized.
And they stay because they're afraid to leave. Because a lot of them, a lot of them do try to leave, but the outcome don't be what you think it's gonna be.
but in all actuality, are you not leaving because in the back of your head, this shit gonna get better? In the back of your head, I love this nigga, and I know, I just need to stop making him mad.
Well,
I, I mean, is it all those things wrapped in one, or is
and
it just
also you gotta also
I
think
don't
about
want to
it
leave?
too. Time a lot of them feel like that they don't want to interrupt their children's life. A lot of them think about their children versus self. You get what I'm saying? Because they feel like if they leave, then the children gonna be also heartbroken, which that is true.
So let me ask you this: if you feel like this and you feel like that, then why is it that you rather have a motherfucker over for Thanksgiving and Christmas at your mama house, not even letting your mom know that this is happening and this nigga doing this to me? What makes you start to hide the the evidence of domestic
Embarrassment. It's called
Embarrassing.
embarrassment. You don't, when a woman is going through something like that time, that's not a joke in their mind. That is something that a woman don't want nobody to know. A woman can be in the worst relationship in the world. But if she can come up with enough strength to conjure up to go out with a family member, that's the last thing she wants somebody to know that's happening to her.
But at
And
the same,
another time, another thing, they hide it because that man has simply said, if you tell anybody or if you call the police, I'ma kill you. I'ma do this. I'ma do that. So that's why a lot of reason why a lot of women do hide the fact that they're being abused.
so do you think like just say in my family versus like back in the day where everybody was still alive, everybody was still good. Y'all don't think we could have handled that nigga?
Yes,
You got to
but
face your
it's something
family
that comes with it. A lot of females that's going through stuff, like just say me in a bad relationship, just say 5 years ago. If I call time, if I call trail, if I call trouble, if I call boomerang, if my brother them came over to my house to be there for their sister, which I know if I make a phone call, they coming. And I called him, and one of my brothers got in harm's way. That's something that's gonna be with that woman, cause I called you to that. Not saying that that nigga tough, not saying nothing, but anything can happen in a relationship that other people are brought into. So a lot of people don't want to get their family involved in that because I know
right.
how my brothers roll. I ain't finna allow now one of my brothers to come over there and catch no murder talk because they ain't coming to talk. They are coming off
Exactly.
of the last thing they heard I said on their phone. Fuck that nigga when they get there. If they come,
Exactly.
they
Exactly.
coming.
I'm gonna tell
So
you
that means that my problem and my stay with that nigga caused my brother to go to jail or caused my brother to, you know what I'm
my
saying?
family got this thing where we we do this. We only call each other when we know we're done with their relationship.
No,
Yes,
When we're done with that the relationship, that's when we call each other because
exactly.
we know once we get that phone call, it's zero talking, zero understanding. That goes for them with me too. They don't call me when they get into it with they wives, girlfriends, unless they know they done. Because they know when I come, I'm coming throwing hands. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
But that's just like my brother them. And when they make it to their resident, it ain't no time, it ain't that bad. No time he didn't do that. All time heard was the last thing I said to him before I hung up that phone. So if them folk pull up, that's out of my hand. But I called my brother, and then 2 days later, I'm back with the nigga.
That what,
But my brother locked up. You know,
hello,
that's why family don't call family.
girl,
then
you
I'm gonna
better say that.
get you, and get him too.
Yeah,
Exactly. That caused a rift in the family.
yeah.
Now I don't call my brother them out here and told them all this bullshit, but I'm back in the bed with this nigga 2 days later, but my brother locked up.
And you know what's going that and that also, like you said, draw a wedge between family because what's gonna end up happening is the next time you really gonna need them and they're not gonna
They
come.
ain't coming.
They're not gonna come.
Okay, so y'all have drifted away from the actual conversation at hand. I understand about all the family, all of this, all of that, but why the fuck are y'all still staying year after year and experiencing domestic violence from a
So
motherfucker when y'all?
we answered that question.
But
I
y'all
mean, I
said
don't know if we can answer it no better for him. To number question number 10.
that
Why
y'all
would you
did
stay?
y'all know, huh?
Why would you stay? Answer.
Ain't no motherfucker going domestic violence me because you can't go to sleep beside me and then think that you're gonna wake up the same way you went to sleep.
You gonna fuck them up in they sleep.
Well, I never
If I
been
can't
in a
whoop them, that
relationship.
grit ball gonna whoop them.
Grip my
That grit ball,
That
hey,
pat
Medea never played.
that
I
grease
ain't
gon'
just
that grease gonna have some shit coming up off him. You ain't gonna never in your motherfucking life if I can't whoop you. Play with me after the first day.
It's over with. You got some people in lifetime that
It's over
mindset
with if
and
it's over with if you walk away, but I ain't gonna want to see you how I'ma have you.
yeah, me too.
but I mean, but the question you asked,
But
and
the
we
thing,
told the motherfucker why. over
It's
the
just
time frame.
it's just as far as me. It's not the fact that I'm mean or upset or this that and the other. It's the fact that I value my motherfucking self too much to have you think that you can possibly play in my face, hurt me, and then get away and lay beside me like we supposed to get over this
Like
shit
everything
together.
okay, yep.
Boy, please.
Nope.
Yes, sir. I'm glad you thought that. Let's go to question 10 because Leah, she ready to go.
I ain't ready to go because I ain't even got my clothes on that I'm oh.
She need to put her extra butter. She need to put her mango butter on today, baby. All right. So question 10 is
Baby, her sparkling booty hole glitter, baby. Don't forget the booty hole glitter.
what are things that you refuse to do in a bedroom for a man, and do you care if he go and get it elsewhere if you can't do it?
What was that he said we was doing?
Suck the dick.
I said, what are things that you refuse to do in a bedroom, and are you okay with him going to get it elsewhere
Oh
if
no,
you can't
I heard
provide
the
it?
question, but I said, what was that?
Suck a
They
dick. And
talking
you can go
about
get any bitch out there to suck your dick. I ain't sucking it.
I think she's
no,
talking
he
about
called it
fellatio.
something else. What was the other
Fellatio.
thing?
Fellatio.
Fellatio?
Fellatio. Yes,
Oh, well, then
I
I
would
don't do
be
fellatio.
happy with him going to get there from somebody else. Yes.
You
Yes.
mad? You don't want him
I
to go
wouldn't be
get?
mad.
Yes, the fuck you would.
Nah,
I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
be
be
mad.
mad. Because all I'm trying to tell you is my jaws ain't gonna never be like this. You can go get Suzanne down the block and tell that bitch to blow your dick backwards. I don't give a fuck.
So y'all
You
sitting
can
here.
bring her over my house and introduce her to me. This the girl I found to suck my dick.
So
Oh, but
y'all
that's
want.
fine. I'm not.
So y'all sitting here thinking that
No, don't
y'all.
bring it to my house now.
Hey, you can introduce the bitch to me. I don't give a
Hold
shit.
on,
I'm
hold
just
on.
letting you know I'm not gonna do it.
Order in the court. So y'all think that y'all can sit around this man all his life and he just because he got with y'all, he just disowned from getting his thing right sucked.
He
First of
can go
all,
to the hospital. You know how these bitches going to get these BBLs. He can go get two of his motherfucking ribs removed and suck his own dick.
first of all, Tom, let me tell you this. When you get into a relationship, you're supposed to get to know that person. So with you getting to know that person, you're supposed to be able to tell them what your do's and don'ts. And if they is content with your do's and don'ts, then therefore
Sweetheart.
you done already
Sweetheart.
told them,
Sweetheart.
hold on, Ty. Therefore, you done already told him that you didn't do that right there. So if he still choose to be with you, then therefore that means that I accept that you don't do that. So don't ask me.
Exactly.
Fuck what you
That
didn't
didn't
do for the
mean
next nigga.
she didn't say we
I
could
feel
not be
like
intimate or
I,
have sex. She
I
said she don't do so and so, so and so, and
I
if you like me, you should respect it.
baby, I exploit things that people don't do.
Well,
That's why you're
And
in your
if hold
relationship
up,
and
no,
we
no,
in
no.
ours.
Let me listen. Let me listen to me. When a person said that they have never did it for the next person, that is great for me. That doesn't mean you ain't gonna
No
do it for me.
time. I'm not saying I have never did it.
I'm
That's where
saying
we
that
was on
you
the last conversation. I never said in my entire life it has never happened. It didn't happen to me, and I have also tried it myself. If it's something that I don't like and I choose not to do it again, that's where the fuck I stand. I didn't
well,
like
you
it.
don't
I didn't
like
like
it.
it when it happened to me.
What fuck you mean you don't like it? It ain't for you.
who is it for?
Okay, everything ain't for everybody, right?
It's for you to
Right,
be.
Leah?
It's for you to.
Everything is not for everybody.
No,
These
it
are
ain't
in
for.
other areas. Like you,
Your mouth don't got no motherfucking sexual tendencies to it.
okay, now
You
we're gonna
supposed to
go
be
back.
doing that for the man's pleasure,
Now
and
we're
he's supposed to
gonna go
be
to the
vice
Bible. Where in
versa for
the
your pleasure.
Bible, sir, where it was written that you supposed to do fellatio? Tell me that.
Girl, first and foremost,
It
we
was
just
in the
said,
Hebrew joint. It was in the Hebrew Bible.
yeah.
Hebrew.
They said lick
You
on
know,
that
he the only
tablet.
somebody that can read rocks.
Yeah,
So he was the only somebody that read
it
that
was it was
page.
written in stone. That.
Yeah, he said it was written in stone on the wall. The writing on
Yeah,
the wall, Tip.
the caveman said.
Okay, so time I got a question for you. If you got in a relationship, well, we just gonna use the relationship you in, and you and Katie been together 9 years, and Katie came in one day, and Katie was on something else, that you and him ain't never did, ain't never even talked about, and all this shit right here. In your mind, would you say he has got this elsewhere and now he's bringing it to the house? Or would you say, I've been with this man, this guy, or this woman 9 years? We ain't never even came to speak upon this, but now this is a new activity that he want to try in the bedroom every night.
People don't
How would you think about that?
people don't understand that you get fetishes from something that you see, watch, or when you watch it's very amusing or it's very it's over the top um stimulating to you. So just say you ain't you a virgin. You start fucking off this, that, and the other, and then a bitch jack you off with their feet. All of a sudden, what the fuck? I like feet.
So you
They
got
didn't know.
this now.
It might sound funny, but niggas have fetishes like that. They'll go make sure they female toes done and everything else soft as a motherfucker because that's what they like. So with that being said, that is a fetish that came about around the things that they've experienced or seen for themselves. That doesn't
So you
mean they
wouldn't take that like he got that from somebody else. You would just go along with the experience and be like, maybe this just a new fetish that he got and that he want to
it's
try with
He
me.
didn't get it
the
from
difference
nobody
the
else.
difference between me and you is the fact that I have I have location on mine at all times.
Me
I
too.
don't give a fuck about
So
no motherfucking. I better not put nobody location on my
I got
motherfucking
them.
phone. If you ain't in
Please.
my driveway, if you ain't in my driveway, once you pull out my driveway and go left or right, I can give a fuck less where the fuck you at.
Guess what? God didn't make nobody perfect, and they didn't make them motherfuckers adapted
And
to
God didn't write in the
location.
Bible that you're supposed to have locations on no motherfucker neither. Not
Uh-huh,
even in
uh-huh,
the
No, no,
Hebrew
uh-huh.
no, no,
Bible.
no.
He didn't write it.
He did write it in the Bible, but to be honest and to be truthful, the only reason why I got a location on mine because in this world, day and time, it's too much happening in the world. You know what I'm saying? So
So
therefore,
you telling me you got locations on Keith?
hold on. It ain't too spy on him. Let's get that clear. It's not too spy on him, but it's just in case something happened. We can't get hold of him. I can easily pull my phone up and tell the police
It's
or
for
his
that.
family that
It's
he
for that. It's for the fact that if I don't feel motherfucking like you ain't doing what you supposed to do, I can look and see where you at. If I want to pull down and give you lunch, if I want to do whatever the fuck I want to do, guess what? If you say you're mine, then I don't see the motherfucking problem. And if
exactly
you have a problem with that, then you must be
doing
multiple
something
people.
else.
So I'm gonna move accordingly. It's
Oh,
simple as
okay.
that.
Well, I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing.
Right.
My mind just
At
don't
some point
circulate
in
that
time,
goddamn way.
it's to me, it's self dignity and self respect for me. That if you
But
think that
Tom, don't you supposed to have self dignity and respect regardless? Because if a motherfucker said that they was yours, then you supposed to understand that that person is yours.
This
Now,
and
is
if
if
they're
a
what
person,
mine,
but
I
wait a minute,
do. When a
wait a minute,
motherfucker say I do
but
that
that's
to
what I'm
the bitch
saying. Wait
off,
a minute. Because that's what I'm saying. Do it take for a person to give you a reason to do something like that, or is that just something
you
that you
don't have
do?
a reason. No. You
there
don't
ain't
have
no
to have a
reason.
Oh,
reason.
It's the fact that this how I operate. And on the flip side, you operate a certain way, I operate a certain way, but these things are unavoidable. Fucking with me.
okay.
Hmm.
Well, I mean that's respectable. I mean, I don't think that's something bad or nothing. That's just not
If somebody
time.
just say if somebody killed my person, but they was stupid enough to take his phone, or they was stupid enough to take something,
Exactly.
bitch, I know where you at.
Because whether you want to believe it or not,
Now, only somebody I can tell y'all I got shit like that is on my kids, but a
I got it
man
on
I
my
don't.
children too. But whether you
I
want to
don't have
believe
it on a man though.
Oh
hold on,
well.
hold on, listen to
If
this.
you ain't got it on a man, this is the thing. If I ain't got it on my man, that ain't mine.
But hold on, y'all.
And if you think that you can get mad and take it off, bitch, you somebody else's. Because in the end, bitch, you gonna
Now, see
witness
somebody
it.
coming in there trying to go in your phone and take their location off your phone. You giving me a reason to think you doing something.
Listen to whether you know it or not, and this the honest God truth. When you decided to get a phone, somebody
Mm.
locating your location, whether you give them permission or not. Because, baby, I guarantee you, every move you make, the police know every motherfucking place you go, whether your location
Exactly.
on or not. So,
Mm.
I look at it as like, shit, we doing the police job too.
Right.
Well, in this day
Now,
and age, like I said, I don't think that it's an issue or nothing like that
right.
to have a location on your
I
partner.
want y'all.
I just ain't never looked at it like that. I don't give a shit about
I
no.
want y'all. I want y'all to see this real quick. Give me just a second. Don't say anything. Just see it. But y'all keep talking.
Mm. Okay, what we looking at?
Y'all keep talking. I got it.
Oh, okay. But anyway, Leo, I don't like when you say you got it on Baby J father and shit like that. I mean, the stuff that y'all said, you will want to have a location on that person. But
First of
I
all,
ain't, the last location I got on my phone is Jesse. I got Sir, I got Tia, I got Boosie, I got Mean. And the last person that's in there is Jesse.
I
And
never
shit,
said it was Baby J father. Let's get that clear.
I was the army stepping. Look, hey, to be honest with you, fool, I never would even think you would put a location on no one. If it wasn't them twins, Jeremy or baby Leah, I couldn't see it.
No, like I said, my sole purpose of doing that
What's up, y'all?
is
What's up with it?
my sole
What
purpose
it
of
do,
doing
Mike
that,
with a three?
What's up?
like I
Oh, Leah, this Mike with a three right here.
Mike with a three.
Mike with a
Okay,
three, not an E.
Yeah, not a E, a three. Yeah.
got you. But no, to what I was
I'm
saying is
here,
my
y'all. Give me a
sole,
second.
okay. What I was saying, my sole purpose for doing that was because, like I said, it's so much happening in the world nowadays, and like he said, if something happened where somebody steals the phone or you get shot, you can't hear me. You can't hear me.
I don't know. I'm trying to see what time got going on. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, well, just wait, cause I don't know if time doing something, cause this camera and it mic off, and y'all both
No,
just
I ain't
left the
doing nothing.
stream.
I ain't
he
doing
said
nothing.
he can
Y'all keep
hear us.
talking.
He said he can hear us. He said, "Go ahead, give him a minute. He can hear us."
Yeah, I can hear y'all. I'm just
Okay, whatever you said.
Yeah, but as I was saying, my sole purpose to putting a tracker on them as well as the kids is because, like I said earlier, it's so much happening. Anything could happen. Like, say for instance, he could get shot, die, and if I don't know where to find them or whatever the case may be, then you know it takes the police so long because they gotta do a warrant, get it to the phone company and all this stuff to find her. I want to be able to tell them motherfuckers, look, hey, he was last at this location right here. You get what I'm
I can't
saying?
hear you. I'm just looking at your mouth move.
Why you can't hear
What is
me?
time?
He said, hold on.
Girl, he ain't doing shit.
on God. I am. I'm making
Hell,
some
he done
money.
made your voice go off, and he
I'm
ain't even
making
on
some money.
her.
I'm making
I
some
can't
money.
hear you neither.
Why you can't hear all of a
You
sudden?
can't hear us. You can hear me.
I can hear you.
You gotta jump off and jump back on to the same link
What?
because
Answer your phone. He finna call you, fool.
hold up, because she
Stop
fucking up the
scratching
line.
that bunny.
She messing up
I
the.
can't hear you or Leo.
Answer your phone.
Hello.
You gotta get off the link and get back on. Something happened to your sound. We can hear you. We can
How
hear
the
you.
hell I supposed to get off and get back on?
Cancel out of it, and then
But,
use the same link that you used on Facebook and just go right back in it the same way.
hold up. Let me see. Baby, them buttons say, what I supposed to do? Time?
Huh? I'm talking about on. I'm talking about on the podcast. You just gotta cancel out the podcast. Get off it. Yeah, no, yeah, no.
At
Go back
all.
into it. Yeah, I'm still here. Like, go back into
Her
it.
speaker offline.
Yeah, she offline. That's good. Go back into it the same way that you did on the messenger. Click on the link and go back in the same way. Difference with y'all having fun later.
Hey, we gotta do this again. Ms. Brown said a motherfucker can lead the fall and whoever house to say they were there the whole time and no telling where they was.
Ah, baby, they leave their phone. See, when I see a person in the same area too long, I will call. And if you ain't got your phone, now we got an issue because I
Right.
don't ask questions. I get rid of.
Y'all good. Cause
Very good.
shit.
I don't play no games with my life. And guess what? When it
Man,
comes
I
to
ain't
my
even
life,
gonna
I
tell
got
nobody no lie. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But if you leave my house, I don't call nobody phone, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to know where you at. I don't give a fuck if I'm not mad at you. If Chris gone 3 weeks, bro, that man would never receive a phone call from me, bro. I don't do all that.
It ain't the fact of doing all that, Tiffany. It's just sometimes a person needs to know that you actually care about them.
Well, that probably what he said, honey. I can be gone. You don't even call. Oh shit, what we gonna talk about?
It ain't to just talk about nothing per to say. It's just you can just call and say, "Hey, I was just seeing, checking on you." A
That
person,
man called my phone not too long ago when y'all first got on the podcast. I told him everything except the right thing to get off phone.
you stupid. You stupid.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Leah. But I give a
good
fuck about Chris. I
holiday.
care about Chris a whole lot. I just won't never let a man know how much I care about them. Cause every
Uh-uh.
man that I have let know how much I care about them, they always play with my feelings. So for the last 10 years,
Teresa,
I bet not let no motherfucker know how I feel
Teresa,
about them.
Tip, Teresa said that's me, Tip. I don't have the energy to do all that.
I ain't got all that no more.
You
If
got
you
me.
hear, you hear. If you gone, you gone. Fuck you.
You got me messed up. I got the energy to do everything.
I can't, I couldn't even see myself taking out the time to go in my phone and set a location on a nigga. We could be lawfully wedded husband and wife. If I gotta do all that, then somewhere in my mind I already feel like you ain't mine. So fuck you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh shit. Wait, what? You hear what I said? Took the
Yeah,
location
he's
back.
like somebody else.
How? Take that location back from the first.
Shit. I know my cousin just said, I can't do all that. I don't know how to do all this shit there.
Do all what?
Hey, why is God created him with the 46 chromosomes? That man said 46 damn chromosomes.
Girl, you done that. I'm gonna need you to get your life together, okay?
What
Because
happened?
that comment was an hour ago.
No, I just went in there and was looking at the damn comments in the damn thing. Because I didn't know how to do it. And I just hit a button so happened and seen how the bar go over
I'm
and you can
listening,
read the
y'all.
comments.
Drop, drop, drop,
I'm
drop.
all the way listening. Fuck is you talking about?
Hey, hey, hey.
Dude, you stupid as hell. Man, I gotta find me some motherfucking weed, bro. I ain't smoked all day.
That's personal.
It is. It is. That's why a dope man or somebody needs to drive by.
Wanna got me?
Huh?
Wanna got me?
Yeah, I would like a gummy. I would like anything at this point.
You talking about? What
I'm
you
just
say,
saying.
Tip? What you
The little
say?
alcohol is gone.
Oh
But what
yeah.
I'm saying is I feel it, but I know I need something else to enhance
Man, you
it.
don't feel that you only had 2%. Talk about so you feel it.
Mm, it's 10. It's
Yeah.
10. It's 10.
But
Hold
you
up, my
feel
can
it.
going wrong.
You feel it.
Yes.
Girl,
Man, Leah, I'm telling you, bro, on a good day, if I went to the store and got one more of these and drank that motherfucker up, I've been sleep on the podcast long time
let,
ago,
let
G.
me let me come take a shot with you.
Man, let me look. I gotta take the kids to school Monday.
When's today's Saturday? What?
Understand the alcohol beverages that y'all pass out. You gotta give bitch a week, bruh, something. Cause I ain't gonna be able to do it. No, sir.
That what
Motherfucker, that alcohol.
you drink that 1% alcohol and think you done something.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna stick with my little milk, and I ain't gonna be trying to be grown and shit. Fuck all that. I'm the
Fuck
first
all
motherfucker
that.
that gonna tap out in a weed session.
Hey,
I'm first. I'm
hey
not gonna tap out
Ty,
on alcohol.
hey
Uh,
Ty, we gonna have an up all night party over Tip house.
Tia be scared and shit, you know. Uh, my bad, my
You
bad, my
are
bad.
on stage.
Oh, we on stage now. My bad, my bad. So
What we on stage to do?
that means y'all people can see y'all. That's all. So
Ah, okay.
I was just trying to make
He said
sure
what
that
we are see
I
Tip.
had to get I
Tip,
had
we
to get
gonna have an
it
up all
together.
night party, so that means we're gonna be eating, drinking, playing cards, talking about each other.
That's fine.
We're gonna call each other and talk about it, y'all. I got business I have to attend to. I
Boy,
was
you ain't got no damn business. But the podcast was absolutely lovely.
many, y'all, it's many sips of tea. We're gonna catch y'all again. We got to come back. Y'all all gotta come back. Now that y'all see it ain't nothing hard. It's just what it is.
No, time you just clean this shit up for me and Leah. Don't act like a motherfucker don't see your motherfucking mini sips of tea in the middle of the goddamn night.
I saw it.
God,
I'm
that boy
calling
be so damn ratchet in the middle of the night. Ain't no way we could be on that podcast, Leah. We don't stand a chance.
I
it's a
wanted him to
different.
do raw and
It's,
uncut, but he didn't do
I'm
it
sorry.
today. So we got to come on in the middle of the night,
And do what?
be raw and uncut.
If y'all
Oh
come on
yeah,
in the middle
Tom.
of the
She
night,
said she wants the next podcast to be raw and uncut. I told her she should never ask for that. Cause that means he finna get some more of his friends to jump in on this motherfucker. And they so ratchet, Leah. You
That's
ain't met nobody until you meet Robert motherfucking ass, G-Ball.
that's why
Time and Robert
we be
together,
on
they
my
gonna put our
side.
ass on.
That's why we on my side.
Leah, I'm telling you, we not ready.
You
You
not
not
ready.
understanding. Okay.
she said,
So we're in the next podcast
she
time,
said,
and
she
she
said,
want that motherfucker raw and uncut.
she said she motherfucking ready. I just had to address some lady issues with this podcast. What you talking about? We had to address lady issues. You know what I'm saying?
Understood. It's
We in the
all
next
it's cool.
podcast.
But everybody, it's been great.
She said we're in the next podcast, sweetheart.
I'm gonna call y'all and talk to y'all about it. It's been
Okay.
motherfucking great. You understand me? It's many sips of tea. Y'all already know. Bring your motherfucking liquor, bring your beer, bring your motherfucking food, bring
Exactly.
whatever you need to indulge in these conversations. Get in these conversations with us. Talk our shit. Do what the fuck we
Talk
do.
your shit.
Yeah, you know what's going
Man,
on.
talk your shit.
Leah
Say
got to
what
get
you gonna
y'all
say to the next motherfucker.
Drop it low. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
Hold up.
I
My
had a
kitty cat pink, my booty hole brown. Yeah.
uh,
Ugly. Hey,
and y'all
hey.
ain't giving no nigga no pound town. Pound town. All right, y'all. We was this horribly unorthodox. We had fun with Lady T and Meister today. And
Yeah.
you know, Miss Nut Dog, she always in the comments. She wrecking this shit up. Y'all already know I'm a
Yes, Cuzzo always on there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Usually I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
my people usually nighttime, night owls or whatever case may be. I just try some daytime shit. But you know, Tip go to sleep at 6 o'clock. Meister go to sleep at 6 o'clock.
Bedtime, bitch.
So,
You should stay up so we can
Bedtime.
get on the nighttime podcast.
Bedtime. Y'all, bedtime.
so I appreciate everybody that actually got on. You know, we just had to make this new. I mean, another little vibe. You know, last time I did a counseling session with a group, a couple, and this time I got with two women they had to push that shit out about niggas and they kids and all the rest of the motherfucking shit. You know,
Exactly.
but
The
they
young
did a good job.
fellatios that don't go on in our bedrooms and things of that sort.
Yes, sir. Y'all shot them
Yeah,
down or whatever. That's Meister and that's Lady T. Meister, she deal with a lot of hairstyles and things in Memphis, Tennessee. You need some braids, you need whatever you would need, you hit her up. Or you hit me up and I get in touch with you. And she gonna get you that.
exactly.
Lady T, you wanna tell us what you about, what you do on the side?
I work
She
in the
do
medical field. I also work in the school system. I'm also back in college to get my last degree. And that's it.
I need them grants for my
Yeah.
I need some damn grants for my nonprofit organization.
And also, yes, I do have a organization called Let Me Live Stop the Violence, which will be coming soon. I wrote a play to go with that as well. I will have it performed in the spring. That will be
Damn, I ain't get
February.
invited to be a motherfucking main character on the show.
You go
I
call
was
me.
actually
Call
a
me.
character in her first book that she wrote. I was a character, one of the main characters in her book. So yes, Miss Lady T do write books, and I can't wait till my bitch published the first one. Yes,
I'm
honey.
still trying to figure out why I ain't a main character in the play because I
Right,
get
you gonna
them shit
call me?
done.
I'm gonna put you in there. I'm for real. You gotta call me so we can get it
Yeah,
popping.
I want the nigga that's doing everything because I do it.
The
I
book
do
so
it.
ratchet time. She gave me the ratchetest bitch out the book. I played my role, baby. But I left the school before we performed it.
Mm-mm.
Sad as shit.
Yeah, this minute sip of tea. We got to get out of here. Appreciate y'all for coming on. Y'all can stay on. We're gonna go backstage, but I appreciate everybody in this minute sip of tea. Y'all tune in.
Yes, tune in.
Toodles.